I got.
Hello, everyone. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Ooh Ladies First Panel. Okay, first thing y'all see what y'all should do is be following all these things right here. Okay, us on IG at Ooh Ladies First Panel. Okay, Bondy Blue, Jami ThatsMe, JD's Corner, and then Necey Dixon on all social media platforms. They on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. They on TikTok. Honey, we on TikToks or whatever on IG and Twitter. I know Bonnie be tweeting more now. So again, follow everybody everywhere all the time because Jesus said so. It's in the Bible. Okay. Anyway,
You say stay ready, so you don't have to get ready.
honey, all the time. Okay. How y'all doing?
Good.
Jet lag, but feeling good, Lewis.
Back from your little vacation.
Back from my little vacation.
Little break. We all need a break. We all need a break. Just so
it was nice to detach. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
It was like, what's going on?
It was a lot of like, oh, what happened already? Yeah, on Ready to Love. I didn't know what was going on. So I was like, oh, I can't wait to watch it so I can find out what the hell.
It was something that happened this weekend, Bonnie, when I was watching the show, and I was like, oh, I can't wait for Bonnie. Oh, it was Love Mary Huntsville. Mary Huntsville. We're gonna get there.
So we'll get to it.
Watching.
Remember it, Necey.
Yes, I was like, I'm gonna remember. But when I was watching, I was like,
write it down so you don't. Write it down so you don't forget.
Yeah, let me put it in my phone.
Yes, you don't forget.
That's a good one.
Did you try to avoid social media to not get like spoilers to stuff or whatever?
Honestly, I was so in a moment that I didn't spend a lot of time on my phone anyway. Like I was scrolling and stuff, and I did like Saturday night. It was on YouTube or it was somewhere where I was able to watch it and it was on. But y'all know we was going through the whole situation, so I was kind of like not paying attention, and I was kind of in and out of sleep. I think, and then I went to sleep with Necey's video on Sunday night. And still wasn't really paying attention. Like it's like if I'm not really glued in, people be talking, really. But it
you hear it, but it don't. You don't retain the information.
Yeah,
like I heard you saying something, but I don't know what you said. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. So it wasn't much going on in gossip this week. We're going to get into the whole Aria, Marceau shit later on. And Miss Wanda went live today, honey, on her Facebook. A whole mess. Girl, like almost a damn hour.
I caught the tail end of it. I was so mad because people mentioned it. We was in my my private live, and they mentioned it, and I pulled up the last little part of it, but I caught the gist of it. Oh, now you not cool with Ariane, bitch.
Honey,
she was all cool before,
right? I think so.
It was up.
Well, she was. That was the last season.
Yeah, remember she was talking about how pretty she was and all of that, and she was talking to her online.
She pretty, and I'm like, that's somebody's mistress. I don't like nobody's mistress.
Now it's don't play with Tisha and all of this. Like, oh, all right, Wanda J. Blige.
Okay.
So to the viewers, we're gonna do something different today. Y'all look, I have OCD, so I'm trying to keep myself contained. Y'all look, when it's on my channel, I'm like so in my head and stuff. But we're gonna bring people on. I think we're gonna do that. So we're going to drop the link later, okay, during our TV chat section. If you want, listen, this is the rules, though. Okay, we got rules, first of all. Rule number 1, you got 30 to 60 seconds to say your point. Now, this ain't going to be, this ain't no dissertation, okay? This ain't the spotlight, okay? We have a show to do, but we're going to give y'all 30 to 60 seconds to just give y'all a quick synopsis of, whatever show it is. You do have to have headphones so we cannot hear any echo, and just come on and chit chat or whatever. Again, that'll be doing our TV chat.
Be respectful.
Because if you
be respectful,
keep it cute, or you going on video.
Please don't get cussed out, because who know which one of us will check you when the time comes. So just don't do that. But again, we'll see what happens later on. But we have some fashion to see. Okay, because people were dressing and going places. It was all kinds of premieres and stuff going on. So I have a few looks for everyone to give their opinions on. Now I have 4 people with their look 3 times, and then like 4 of like some people. But the first one I have is Zendaya. Okay, Zendaya was at the Spider-Man No Way Home premiere, it's our movie, and this is what she wore. She had a whole Spider-Man mask on, and her dress, as you see, is basically a spider web. Okay, what do y'all think about Zendaya out here, thigh out, leg out, booty out. What y'all
I
think?
love it. I love it. I think it looks great on her body. I think she has one of those model bodies, so like everything they put on her just falls perfectly. I'm here for it.
Yeah, me too. Zendaya, she always looks good. Like Bondy said, real model is. But what I enjoy the most about Zendaya is ever since that white lady, I don't remember her name, was talking about, oh, her hair looks like she stinks because you remember she had them faux
Oh
locks.
yeah.
Ever since that moment, she's always made sure her hairstyles were blacky black, black, black. Whether that's cornrows, afros, whatever it was. So shout out to her. She looked good.
Like always, take
Yeah,
it.
Zendaya looks good. She does. I really like her dress and how it does have the webs in it in connection to the show and stuff. So I thought that was great. And I like her cornrows. And I don't
Yes,
really
it's
see that a
cute.
lot on the red carpet for real. So I think she did a great job. She looks good.
She looks like a bit hood with the braids, but good hood. We love the hood, and I
Sexy
love
hood.
yes, sexy hood. And I like how she put the mask on, like she's Spider Woman. It was cute, cute, cute. And then of course the spider webs on the dress. I loved it. Now next we have somebody else who's dressed differently. Okay, Young Miami. What do y'all think about Young Miami? Her, I think it was a Balenciaga and Gucci. I think it's what she's wearing.
Yeah, I
I
love
Yes.
like
this
it.
so much. I
I thought it
wish
was just
like
me.
no, I look just give me the whole thing. Give me the blunt cup vibe.
All
Give
of
me
it.
the dark line lip. I love
Everything.
yes.
Everything. And they had compared it to Monica's look. And honestly, I was like, yeah, no, I hated like Monica and her Mary J. Blige coat.
Monica
But
from the Versus one
no,
or something
she
else she did.
performed fashion something,
Oh,
fashion somebody, I forget which one of them I follow, put their looks side by side because they both had those
okay.
boots on. But instead of matching it with that boot, the way Monica did, Young Miami added the different designer with it, and it
Hmm.
actually looked
Okay.
good. She mixed the prints and it looks better than putting those prints together, because I feel like Monica looked like she had been swallowed by that coat and the boots. And then yeah, it was giving just very much Mary J. Blige on stage doing her little, boot dance. But Young Miami is giving everything.
Hmm.
Very much everything.
I
Every,
like the cut.
everything.
I think the
Mm-hmm.
a blunt bob is
Mm-hmm.
amazing. Her makeup looks good.
Mm-hmm.
She looks in the face right here to me on the last one. She looked like Princess. Prinky in the face to me a little bit on the last one. She was on the floor, but
A
I
little
still
bit.
love the look.
I
But
see
I
it in the
think
middle look. The middle
the
one, I see it right
hmm
there.
Yeah, I see the middle one. It's the nose and not the eyes.
yeah,
The
Mm.
but I like the look. Those is to me, it's like this is like hood chic. I'm gonna walk through the hood. I look good, but I'm fancy with
It's definitely 2021 drug dealer girlfriend.
it. What you think, Jamie?
I actually like the pieces, it's the bubble jacket. I feel like the hair looks great. Love the pants with the heels inside. There's something about the jacket for me that don't really flow just for me. She still look good, but I'd rather
Ooh,
see her
without the
without that
jacket.
jacket on. Yeah.
And I think it may be a jumpsuit because a little bit because I don't know if or is she just naked under the is she naked under the jacket?
I don't think she naked. I think she got on like in the second photo, you can kind of see like a strap.
A little strap.
So yeah. So I mean, I would think it's probably a bodysuit, maybe.
I think well she look
Probably like a
good.
body colored, like
Like a
a
nude
skin tone
thing.
colored or a nude or a
Hmm.
see-through,
Mm-hmm.
plastic, something that it would be able to give the illusion that there was nothing there.
Now the next person I have up, okay, we have Miss Chloe, who see, I call this look. I like these like jacket, dress, shirt looks that people have been doing recently. I feel like her fashion. Sometimes I love it and sometimes I don't, but I love this because the jacket with the sparkles and the whatever it is, I like it. I like her hair, I like her makeup. It looks like I'm going to get some dick at dust and I'll be back later. And I like it.
I loved it. When I first saw it online, I was like, I wanted to post it because I loved the jacket so much. Like I don't know if y'all know, but I'm obsessed with gold. Like I try not to make it, tacky. Like I'm not a Versace person. It's not gonna be tacky. But I do love gold in a good way. And I love the way it's on the sleeves and then on the bottom of the coat. And the way, I do I'm annoyed a little bit with the fact that her sleeves are so long. So when she has her arms down, you can't see her hands at all. That's the only thing about this that bothers me. But I also feel like that's somewhat of a style that I've been seeing a lot lately, where, people just don't care about the arms being tailored to fit. But okay. But I still, yeah, I love the jacket. Love it.
Yeah, she looks good. I like her hair. I'm gonna start with the hair. Ooh, looks so pretty. The twist, the two, how they just hang down in the middle, it frames her face. I think she looks real mature. I think she's giving grown and sexy, and not so much like I'm young, I'm trying to rebel. This is my sexy. She's giving grown and sexy here. She looks good. I love it.
Yes, and I'm glad you mentioned her hair because that's the first thing I went to because she been rocking those blonde dreads or whatever. But I'm glad she went back to this color because it looks really good on her face. Her makeup is the bomb. I love this outfit. I want it. Like it is too cute. I really like her shoes too. I guess she tried on two different pair of shoes from the
Yeah,
first photo to the last one, but I like the first one with the gold straps
the
around.
gold ones.
Yeah, the gold ones. She looks good. She did that. I like it.
She said, "It's me every day."
I like her.
The next one I have is Tracy Ellis Ross, and I love this look. I love different stuff. I love the oversized coat. I love the wide leg, boot cut trousers. I love the big bag with the pink pumps. I love the hair being pulled back. I love her makeup being dark around the eyes, being new lip. I love this. I really, really do. But what do y'all think?
I think that I think that it looks good sitting down and bad standing up because it doesn't look like it fits. And the oversized jacket is one thing, but the shirt that she has on under it, like I feel like if that shirt were a tank versus whatever the fuck it is, maybe I would feel differently. But I don't like the way it's tucked into those pants. I don't like the way those pants seem to be too long. But when she's sitting down, it looks like fashion. The shoes, the pants, the jacket, the bag, her makeup, the pose, it's giving fashion. But standing up, it looks like you're wearing your dad's clothes or something. So yeah, I get it, but no.
I like
Sexy
it. I think
business.
it's very Tracy, but I have the same improvement is on the pink, the top. If it were more of like a bodysuit, and it didn't even have to be a tank top. If it was a bodysuit and was more fitted, then I would be like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I just needed something more structured under
Right,
all
to
the
balance it
wigness.
out a
Yes.
little bit more because yes, because I like the oversized jacket, the oversized pants. She be killing the oversized look, and then she does this really cute thing with all her looks where she'll maximize like something that would be considered masculine, and then do something feminine like these pink pointed toe heels, the
Mm-hmm.
blush on her cheeks, the pink blush, and then look at how doughy eyed she look in this middle picture with the hair pulled back.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I
And see,
like
that's
the way
another thing.
she
You
did
can't see the
that.
shoes. That's another thing. You can't see the shoes when she's
Mm.
standing up. And I think the shoes is what makes the outfit give it what y'all are saying, that
The
femininity.
feminine touch.
Shout out to Alex.
Yeah, it's that undershirt. That's all.
Um, it's another one of those. They look good separate. It's like I like the oversized look. I like the jacket, but I just don't like it with this outfit. I love like the wide leg jeans or pants or whatever. I mean, it's cute, but just not together. Yeah, I don't like that shirt either. I don't know.
You
It was
wanted to be
alright.
individual.
Yeah.
Let's see. The next thing I have up is three people. Okay, these three people right here. We have Sky Jackson. We have Patina. I think it's Miller who plays the mom on Raising Canaan. I can't think of her. I think it's Patina Miller. And then we have Haley, the sister of Chloe. I feel like with Sky, I've never seen a picture of Sky where I didn't see her the child. This to me looks like a young woman, so I love this look on her. She doesn't look either childlike right here. So whoever stopped the shoe, even though the shoe looks like a sandal with a heel, I still like it. Hair put up is fine with me. Patina in the middle, I love a pantsuit when it fits like a glove, and this fits like a glove. I love the gold bracelets. I love the gold necklace and the gold earrings. And the hair pullback is fine. And Haley, I like it, but I also don't like it. It fits her well, but it also looks weird. But I still like it. But I don't. I wanted to wear something else. But that's just me. What I think.
Um, I love Sky's dress and the hair up, the makeup, the earrings. Maybe a different shoe would have been a little bit better for me because I feel like it makes her ankle look broken the way it's elongated her ankle like that. So that looks kind of
Mhm.
weird to me. But I actually just bought a green velvet dress with a split in it. It's just short sleeve, but it has the same type of neck, kind of like an Asian kind of, y'all know what I'm talking about. It'll have like the buttons on the side, and it'll have this same type of collar situation, very I guess Asian inspired. But
Like the
that's what
kimonos, like the
kind of
fitted
like the
kimonos that go
kimono
up to the
dresses.
necks.
Yes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know
yes.
what you mean.
That's what this reminds me of, and I love it. And I feel like it's just the green that we're seeing, because mine is also green, but that green that you can see underneath,
The
I just think
inside.
it,
Mhm.
yes, I love it. And it looks like it feels good, like like it's one of those dresses that you feel good and look good in, because I find that a lot of times y'all on red carpets, y'all look uncomfortable as fuck. It may look great, but you look uncomfortable. She looked like this feel good and look good against my thong. And mama in the middle here, she looks great, she does, but it's, yeah, I don't like the way the jacket is fitting. It's something, it might just be the pose, I feel like. But it's not giving the shape that I would like to see. Even though I feel like her makeup, her hair pulled back, her breast in that necklace down, like she looks amazing. But the shape of the suit is not giving what it's supposed to give for me. And little sis Haley down here is doing a lot. I mean, it's one of those things where it doesn't really look good, but the shape of it looks good. So it's not as bad. You know what I'm saying? It's because if it weren't all these strings all over the place and she just had on a shirt
Mhm.
that had the shoulders cut out, that was long sleeve, and a pair of pants that maybe had that same stripe just along the sides, you would feel differently. But because it looks confusing and disjointed in a way, it's just not giving what it's supposed to give. Even though I see it, I just feel like it don't look good in this picture.
Yeah. So Sky, I like her outfit, whole thing, and I'm loving the faux lock bun. Like, dang, y'all gonna make me go ahead and schedule my faux lock appointment right now. But I like the bun. The edges are giving as well. Her makeup looks good. The hoops, I feel like the hoops set it off with the way that the dress comes up to the neckline. The only reason why I think her ankle look broke is because she's super short. So she's probably over pronunciating, trying to look tall AF. So she's intentionally breaking her ankle like that. But other than that, I love everything about it, even the little clutch. Now in the middle, it's all right. But what made me feel like this was a no was the what is this? Right around the cufflink area, her wrist.
Or bracelets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, they don't look like bracelets because if you look at if
Yeah,
her hand on the left side of the screen, it's
no,
like
they're gold
it's
cuffs.
oh, well, I don't like it. I don't like
Whatever
the
it is, child.
yeah, I don't like the gold cuffs on both arms like that. The suit was okay, but I don't like the gold cuffs. Other than that, she giving face, she giving cheekbone for days. Now, Hallie, her outfit, I get that I like the top would have been cool, but not with the bottom. And I feel like people got to be real intentional whenever they wear something with a lot of lines in it, because usually the lines are what gives you the illusion of what type of shape you want your body to look like. And it looks awkward with this one line going all the way across the leg and she leaning to one side. It's just giving uneven. You can't really tell like what the body is giving. And I don't really care for the look. I don't.
Yeah, I'm starting with Chloe. I didn't like that look at all. I mean, from Chloe's, I don't know. I'm sorry, not Chloe, but Hallie's like
Ellen.
hair, this outfit. She looked like she really didn't want to be there. She just grabbed something, put it on, and came. I don't like it. I mean, especially how the strings are hanging on the ground, and you ain't even got no shoes on, like no tennis shoes with shoestrings. You just got it hanging from your pants. Yeah, I don't like all those lines and stuff she got going on. The woman in the middle looks extremely basic to me. It's kind of like, why did you come to the red carpet? Why did you come to the event? She looks extremely basic. I hate this little necklace thing she got going down the middle. I guess she thought if she added that, it was gonna add more to the outfit or something, but no. But Sky Serve, she looks great in this dress with this high bun. I like it. And the hoops. She look good.
Hoop earrings. The next three that we have is Vanessa. I think it's E. Williams, not Vanessa other one. Vanessa Williams, Tia Mowry, and then Eva. Look, I don't know what's wrong with Eva's face. I don't know. That's Eva Pickford. I'm talking Eva Marcel, honey, and that's her recently. Um, I don't like any of these outfits at all. I feel like Tia wearing my pants and she's not my size, so I don't get it. This is too oversized pants for me because it's just extra fabric for no damn reason. I would have loved the outfit had those pants fit. I feel like Vanessa's outfit is cute, but it's so simple. It's more like I'm going to church real quick for Easter, but I'm, a usher and I want to be in the back, whatever. I don't like it. And then Eva face distracts me from her outfit because something's different. I don't know if she got a nose job, if she got her cheeks. I don't know. And the outfit is, I'm just confused all in one. What do y'all think?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Oh shit. Eva's doing too much with the filler. That's what's going on with her face. Eva has filler in her cheeks, in her chin, and probably in her forehead and in her lips. So the reason why she looks like that is because her face can't move. Um, I think her outfit is too busy. And I think it's something that probably looks good in person, but not on camera. I actually really like Tia. I think Tia looks amazing. I think that color is popping on her skin tone, and that white just brings it out. Then she got the necklace with the the turtleneck. I love that look. I feel like the oversized look on her is working because it's not covering her hands and because I can actually see her feet. So I feel like her oversized look to me worked a little bit better than Tracy's. And then Vanessa, I feel like Vanessa, I have seen Vanessa do better. She could have done better. This is something that a regular woman wears to like a regular event. It's not something that you wear to like something where you're going to be on somebody's red carpet. So I feel like she could have gave more, but she still looks beautiful.
A regular girl at a regular event. Yes, ma'am. Because in my opinion, I was like, it's just look like no shade, because I like Ross. I shop at Ross. It's giving Ross. That's what it's giving. And I'm like, she could have done better than that. She's a pretty woman, but she could have done better than that. I think it's also too much red with the lips and the dress. And then the pointed toe boots I don't like. So that's a no for me. Tia. I like Tia's look. Tia has been stepping it up. She's been killing it on TikTok. But her pants, I don't like this oversized pants for her because I feel like if you're gonna do oversized the way that Tracy did it, it was fitted up top, like in the waist and in the thigh, kind of, and then it parachuted out. This is too big, like in the crotch area. So yeah, I don't like that, but the color looks good. The slick back look good. Eva, sis. Okay. I wasn't really even noticing a huge difference in her face. I thought she was just sucking her cheekbones in for dear life and had a heavy ass contour. But yeah, that's not it. She's doing a lot right now, and I'm wondering what's going on. She got her teeth redone. She didn't really, I mean, personal preference, I guess she wanted them done, but in my opinion, I didn't think she need them done.
She had something. She that smoking. She smoked cigarettes, so she had Yeah, she had
Was
like
it
a
a
periodontal
gum
or
disease
something?
or something.
yes.
Periodontal or something?
So she had to have it done.
Oh,
Yeah, she had to have it done. And when they did them too
okay.
big.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. When they did them too big. Damn, does she still smoke?
I,
I hope
her,
not.
I don't know. She
Probably.
bet not.
And
After
she
she
was
her
pregnant
teeth
for
and fell
about
out
three
from it.
years, so I know she probably could have quit then because she
But
was
I feel
pregnant for
like
a
we
long
saw her
time.
smoking a cigarette on Real Housewives. I thought I saw. At least when she for Cynthia's little bachelorette weekend or whatever. I might
Okay,
have been
I know
tripping.
she
Was she
spoke on the
pregnant?
show.
She was pregnant. I'm tripping. No, but I feel like I've seen her smoke recently, but I
She
could
was
be
smoking on
tripping.
that show. She smoked on All the Queen's Men. So we seen
Okay.
her smoking
Okay.
on
Thank
there.
you. Thank you. I'm like, I know I feel like I seen her smoking. She wasn't pregnant, Jesus.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't feel no way it's really about none of these looks too much. So, Jamie, you can go ahead.
All of these outfits are not cute to me. I think that color is really pretty on Tia, but I hate the pants so much because they do look huge. And aside from them looking huge, it's the fact that she actually stepping on them in this photo. I hate it. Eva outfit, it has so much going on in it with the print, and then to do the face to go with it, it's like you already got too much going on in the outfit, and then your face now has too much going on. I don't really like that. And Vanessa was just, basic.
I
I
mean, she's
think.
looking for a husband. She carried a fucking husband. Um, the next people I have. Oh, what's her first name? I can't. I think it's Elaine. She's over Teen Vogue, but she also hosts Project One Way in the red
Elaine
jumpsuit fur. Yes,
Rither. I'm about to say it wrong.
but I know her first name is Elaine, and I love her
Mm-hmm.
style. But she's first in the red. Then we have Meredith Blige in the white, and then Garcelle on the end, and Givenchy in the
Welter
red.
Ross.
I was like, I love the jumps, the pants, the shirts, the jacket, the hair. Even though it's a lot of red, I still love it because everything fits her perfectly. Even the red lip, I love. For Mary, Mary was at the Power Book 2 release or whatever. I don't like the fur coat. I like the look in general, but I wish she would have not had the fringe fur coat on top of everything else. And then for Garcelle, I like the look, even though it's a little bit like I'm a sailor, but I'm a woman too. But I'm a woman sailor, and I'm just here. I like that it fits her well, and that's all. Because I don't want to dog Garcelle. I wish the pants were like an inch or two longer too. But that's all I got
Um,
though.
I'ma just say it. I don't think Garcelle can really dress that well. I think she's one of those people that she's beautiful and I think that she knows good designer. I like her shoes. The rest of the outfit, trash. Hair, makeup, great. Mary, this is Mary trying to not get blood thrown on the real mink white fur that she should have been wearing with this. Even if it wasn't real mink, it could have been faux mink, but it needed to be white and beautiful and long and not whatever the fuck this was. Because that's bothersome to me. But I love her little, hair with the, the hair color, the makeup, the white suit. I'm here for that. I also wish that Mary would get a girlfriend and come out the closet. Um, Elaine, I like Elaine's look. I like the fit of it, but it's too much red for me. And then at that tone of red, I feel like we at least needed a shirt that was a different color to break this shit up. Then I would have like really loved it. But to me, even though I love the fit of it all, the jacket, the shirt, the pants, the shoes, she still could have given me white, black, any other fucking color but that red turtleneck shirt. Because now I'm just like, doesn't red mean stop? Work that out.
I like Elaine's red. That red is stark. Like when you see her, you gonna see her. I love the red. And I like her hair like that too. I like the whole thing. And then when it comes to Mary, my first glance was like, dang, Mary looks good. But I think it's all that white that's saving her because it's camouflage. But as you really start to look at the outfit, you see the button up blazer, then you see the white undershirt button up, then you see the white tie. It's a mess. She's dressed like her character. It's a hot mess. I love you, Auntie Mary, but this was not it. Unless she was literally trying to look like her character from the show.
True.
No. And then she got the bang covering the entire eye through the middle of the forehead. I'm like, no. Garcelle, the outfit would be fine if you didn't have the bun. If she would have went for a hair down look, I would have been here for it. She's giving rich auntie. And that's cool. I just don't like the hairstyle. The hairstyle is also giving rich auntie, but that's not rich auntie. The hairstyle is giving auntie. The outfit is giving rich auntie. So if she would have just balanced it out and made the hair like today, I would have been here for it.
Elaine, if that's her name, the first girl. I love this whole look. I mean, her hair even looks like it's a little reddish.
I can see
her
you in it,
lips.
Jamie. Go buy Jamie.
Me
Wear
too.
tomorrow.
I need that. Listen, she looks good. I like this jacket and everything. She looks great. I like that. I actually like Mary J. Blige look too, with the all white and the swoop. I thought she looked good. You know,
Like her outfit first.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that too. I like her jacket, all of that, the tie and everything. I thought Mary looked good. But when it comes to Garcelle, I don't like anything that. I mean, the shoes are cute, but whatever. I don't like it. I feel like that top is cute, but she could have wore it with something different. Like I just didn't. She looked like yeah, I don't like it.
Like a what, Jamie?
A stick. I want to.
I was like,
I want to say she looked like a stick, but I was hearing Jay Lee say, I don't want to drag. I don't want to talk about Garcelle. So
I was trying not to.
But that's what I was hearing in my head. Like she looked like a stick, and I hate it. But it is what it is, you know.
So the last three I have, and these three to me was like, I wonder will like or hate them. So I have Nicole Ari Parker, Tessa Thompson, and then Alexandra. I think it was Alexandra Shipp, who's an actress as well. I feel like these three looks were when I saw each one, I was like, because I'm like, it's good, bad, and indifferent all around. For Nicole, I like the outfit, but without the jacket. And I feel like the outfit don't match her pink coat. And then the pink coat don't match the purse. And her hair, I don't know what's wrong with that either. I like her shoe, but like, it just doesn't go all together for me. And then for Tessa, I hate it. I like her hat, but I hate the color. The dress is fine for Easter, but it's not Easter time. And her shoes are cute, but I'm confused about where she was going. And for Alexandra Shipp, I think that's her name. I loved her outfit, but didn't get her gloves. I was like, your hands look dead. Does we giving dead hands? So I was confused why her hands being dead, but the body being alive. I like her dark makeup. I like the mermaid look of it all. I didn't even mind the polka dot top with the black mermaid bottom, but she got dead hands. So I'm just like, I was just confused for each look. But what do y'all think?
Man, Nicole Ari Parker, I like the outfit is cute, but not on her. This was a poor choice. I don't know who dressed her, but I hate it. And then her hair is given back in the day, and I don't like that either. With the red lip, it's a lot of confusion going on. The shoes are actually cute though. The shoes won, but everything else was disappointed. She's looked so much better in other times. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know. Tessa, that's her name, Tessa Thompson.
Yeah.
I don't mind her outfit. I kind of like her outfit with the little lime green hat. Now the red lip, girl, you know you was doing too much. I don't know if you was trying to get attention or what. You already getting enough attention with this bright dress you got on with the shoes and stuff. So I mean, I feel like out of the few that we're looking at, I feel like Tessa outfit about look the best. The girl on the end, I don't even know who that is, but I don't like her outfit at all. I don't.
She pretended to act like Aaliyah. She pretended to act like Aaliyah in that Wendy Williams movie.
Oh, you are so
gotcha.
right.
Okay. Yikes. No, I don't like her outfit. I want to.
You said pretended to act like Aaliyah.
Right, pretended. In all caps. Hilarious.
So, Nicole, she giving, she had the outfit plan, but then they was like, hey, it's gonna be cold tonight. She grabbed the jacket that just be sitting at the door. It would have looked okay if the jacket wasn't there. So that's a no for me. Tessa, I actually like her style. I don't mind it. It's kind of reminding me of that movie that she was in on Netflix. I
The
forgot the
white
name of
passing
it.
movie.
Passing, yes, it
Passing,
was
yeah.
giving throwback vibes like that. Like her and Janelle, they really give like a retro vibe that I really like. Um, for her, it's cute. And then the last one is a no, no.
I'm gonna say no, no, and no.
No, no, no.
Okay, well then that's all that we have for the fashion of the foolishness with these people. But first of all, I need y'all to go ahead and like the video. We need to make some stuff make sense. And I don't know if we can do that because some of these folks is foolish around here. So people like the moon, right? The moon shines at night. It gives us, I don't know, it gives us things during the nighttime. And so Bobby Likes was on his little Instagram. He said this about him and the moon. Okay, look at this little video.
I just want to put this out there before everyone starts trying to join the wave. Everybody worrying about Yeezys and newest sneakers. And girl, I just got approved and I'm on the wait list to go to space. So hopefully, keeping my fingers crossed, I'll be touring space in 2022, girls.
Is it a wave to want to go to the moon? I mean, haven't other folks already been there? Can that be a wave? Can people join that wave?
I randomly had this thought in the car last week. Like randomly. I was like, if I could go to the moon, like, would I want to go? No. Mm-mm. Actually, no. No. I have no desire. I don't even like being in airplanes for too long. Like too long. So I can't imagine going to oh, this is why I randomly had that thought. Y'all want to know why I randomly was thinking about going to space? So I saw a fun fact, and it was like a billboard or something maybe, and it said, fun fact, did you know that you can't burp in space? So then I was like thinking about it, and I was like, really? So imagine being in space and you need to burp, but you can't burp. And I was like, would I want to go? Random
Why
thoughts.
can't you burp?
I think it has to do with the
Air
The
pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So astronauts be up in space not burping?
They don't burp. And they got to eat that air-dried food too.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it might be cute for a little flex, but do I want to go to the moon for a couple pictures? Nah.
No.
But
Here's my
I
thing.
think a lot of people think like you think, Necey, about not being interested. But you know how it's a lot of stuff, right? Like I'll say the Yeezys, right, is an example. I think they're trash, but there are a lot of people that probably thought it was trash, but once it becomes the wave, then all of a sudden everybody changed their thoughts about it. It's like, oh, I want to get that one. I want to do this. So I feel like for us, like I'm not interested in going, but I think if it becomes a wave, and that's kind of where I think they're pushing things, especially with the whole metaverse and stuff. I think at some point it's probably going to be like a big deal. So it may end up being a wave, but I'm going to let them go. I just hope they get there safely because others haven't.
I just don't want to bring nothing back. Like if you go to the moon, like what is it? It's nothing to do. Like there's nothing to do there. So I'm like, what's the point of
That's
going?
what they tell us, Jaylee.
I don't look. The moon got craters, okay, it got some airspace and whatnot. But I'm like, what's the point of going? Like to say I went, okay, I can see the moon from here. I don't need to be close. I can zoom in with my phone. I don't want to leave Earth. Because my thing is we don't know what's out there, and I don't want to be the one who brings the shit back. So I'm gonna stay here on Earth. Bonnie, you got
What you
anything?
gonna say, Bondy?
Whitey's on the moon. That's why. Because Whitey's on the moon. That's why they want to go on the moon. Because Whitey's on the moon. But here's the thing.
Mm.
Are you planning to go to the moon because y'all want to start trying to live there? Because y'all plan on fucking up the earth so that y'all can run off to space? I don't know what's going on, but it feels like elitist bullshit. Like you really excited to go somewhere and throw up. Because you don't know what your body gonna feel like in space. I personally feel like the moon is a great place, but it's also great because it's up there and we're down here. And the gravitational pull, I feel like only works when we're down here and the moon's up there, not when we're on it. But yet again, Whitey is on the moon, so I guess it's in.
I'll be down here. So the next little topic we have, y'all like flying. I don't like flying. People like flying. And Stevie J and his son was caught on camera being put off a plane. But let's look at the video.
No, I'm getting on the plane. That's what I'm saying. He bitching and complaining. I'm not doing that. Cuz y'all just got me off the plane. What's up? Tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on. Did I not put the drink down on the ass? Yeah, I can talk to you. What's going on? Can I talk to you? Did I not put the drink down on the ass? Talking to him. Bitch, chill out. I need to talk to him. We talking to the brother. I paid for my flight like everybody else.
I get paid $1,000 a minute for real life. You know how much you wasting my time now?
Kimberly, I was happy to take care of your refund. I was happy to take care of your refund.
This is a waste of time. You know you're gonna have to hear from me.
Yancy.
You're gonna have a problem.
I'm trying to take care of what you asked me to take care of.
You gotta take care. You ain't trying.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to do for you right now.
Handle that.
But
You're wasting my time.
go about your day and what you have, but would you want to wait for me so I can?
I want to wait to make sure it's handled. And I want people to keep Instagram and see what kind of piece of shit you are.
So apparently, Stevie J's son took liquor or he bought a drink in the airport after passed the gates or whatever, paid for a drink, took that drink onto the plane, which I guess you can't do. And they told him, I think because it's liquor,
they can charge you. I think they can charge you with a federal crime if they want to.
Yeah, because it was liquor and not like I guess non-liquor. And
they sell shit all over. Like I just came from the airport. There's alcohol steps from your gate at every airport. So I'm confused about that. But I also feel like, why bring liquor on a? Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah. So what happened was supposedly they told him not to. They supposedly announced not to do it. Asked him to put it away, and then he eventually got rid of it. But by then they jumped the plane. So that was Stevie being upset about being put off the plane because at that point his son had already got rid of it. But the thing was, you brought it on the plane, and so that was why he was fussing, cussing at the man. But it's like your son took something on the plane he wasn't supposed to. And was told not to. So how you pissed off?
Somebody
so that was
said
what it was.
It might be because it was an open container. Because I'm about to say, I feel like I have definitely seen people drinking or have, bottles in their bags and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I've never seen anybody trip about it. But, I do feel like since COVID, it's been a whole bunch of new rules and shit, to everything. Right. So, but I also never saw any signs that says you couldn't bring liquor. You can take closed bottles of liquor. You can't take a glass. Right. You can't go from the bar and take that glass onto the plane. And honestly, if he got rid of it, why y'all trying to make a big deal out of it? I just feel like flying is so fucking stressful as it is. Why it gotta be even more stressful with this bullshit? But Stevie also be doing too much posturing. What is you standing there talking to the man for doing all of that? Let the man handle the shit and go sit down some fucking wow.
Right. That's what I was wondering as far as the whole big deal being made out of it. I was wondering what happened on the inside of the aircraft when he was told to probably put it out and then being removed. Was something happening in the midst of that? Was Stevie and them doing too much? Because y'all know that's one thing Stevie good for, which is doing too much. Could he have been doing too much, which ended up having them come off the plane is what I'm wondering. Did he just continue to do too much? I don't know. If not, then I do feel like the people could have been doing the most. Like he threw it out, let's move on. But I don't know.
Somebody just said it's because of all of the violence towards the flight attendants. That makes sense.
Well, they were doing that before COVID. Because somebody told me to
go ahead.
So long story short, I was on a Spirit flight and I almost turned into a Spirit. And while we was in the air, I dead ass serious.
You can't just drift past that, yo.
No, I'm so serious. This is why I don't like being on planes for a long time. We was actually on a flight to New Orleans, and when we was on, that's why I drove to New Orleans last time. We was on the flight to New Orleans. Long story short, we going in the air, and the plane is just beep beep, like beeping literally all the way until we get however high you're supposed to get in the air. But we couldn't continue, so we had to stop, circle back, get back. It was a whatever. We was on the way in the air. I thought that was gonna be it. I have video footage and I posted it on Twitter, and they definitely refunded me my fucking flight. Anyway, I had many bottles of Patron that I didn't buy from the stewardess, and I said to my friend, "This is gonna be it. Take your shot." We took both of them shots back. She said, "Excuse me, ma'am. This is very serious. That could lead to a federal crime." Da da da. And this was before the pandemic. This was like 2018. But they've been doing that. But really, what I'm laughing about here is, who the hell was recording Stevie J and his son so they could turn this into a story?
Anybody who knew who they was? Because you know somebody noticed them. Somebody noticed them. You on a commercial flight. You Stevie fucking J. There's some regular schmegular black girl that watches Love and Hip Hop that was there. That saw probably somebody that worked there. Like it could have been anybody. You know, they're like, you know, Stevie J. Somebody probably walked up.
The video was like right in the middle part. So that had to be like a staff.
I'm thinking it was staff.
Oh, it was a staff member. You right. You know all them TSA. Y'all know all the black people
all
in the airport.
Right there.
All the black people work at the airport. Yeah.
Like I want to see Stevie J on the share of my video. Because they get paid for that thing. I think they get paid when they do video like that. However, so speaking of drunk things, so what would y'all do if y'all was having sex and you then found out that it was streaming live on your Facebook page? What would you be? How would you feel? Because a lady said
we found out in the midst of
after the fact. So she put up how she was, you know, in Pound Town with a boyfriend having sex in some kind of way. Her Facebook Live was live, and 46 people watched her have sex on her Facebook Live, including her father. Now I don't think he watched the whole thing, but her father saw it. Okay, and so she cried for a week. One, what would y'all do in this situation? Even because the other point, like who else would you watch someone?
Yes, absolutely. Are you serious? Absolutely. I might screen record the shit. Depending on what it's looking like. But let me just say this, y'all. That's been a fear of mine. There have been often times that I have been in here going to Pound Town, as homegirl would say, and absolutely had to make sure that phone was not close by, because every now and again you touch it, it opens up, and the next thing you know, you're on fucking Instagram Live, fucking your husband.
Like, no.
Exactly. So I absolutely have had that fear and have been mindful of when we're getting into it to know where the phone is. Okay. So with that being said, if this had happened to me, first of all, I would delete any evidence of it from the motherfucking internet if I could. And then after I finish freaking out and smoking my life away, I would just say, hey, am I not supposed to fuck my husband? It was an accident. I married the nigga. So if you saw me fucking him, my bad, but you knew I was fucking him, right? Okay.
That is funny. Bondy said that about the phone thing. I was thinking about that shit the weekend. That is so fucking hilarious. Not knowing, like, because I know most of the time I be in like the DMs with y'all, and I be like, damn, with my phone, I hope I ain't seen no audio. Like, that's always something that, like,
because you never know.
My mind. Exactly. But if it happened to me, I know Bondy said she'll delete evidence of the video. I'm deleting evidence of myself on all social media platforms. Like, I'm deactivating everything. Like, y'all will not be able to find me. I will slowly emerge. Okay. I will only talk to my members on YouTube, girl. That's a safe space. But outside of that, it's like over.
Nah,
Like
you
I
ain't gonna make me
I
feel
would be
bad.
embarrassed.
I'm with you 100%.
I'm gonna turn that into you can't make me feel bad. The fuck, it was an accident. But what you thought?
I'm deleting myself off social
Especially because I
media.
look good. Like y'all look good. I want if
Like,
it
I
was a
gotta
good
go.
angle. If it
No,
was a
I'm
good
deleting
angle.
myself. I'm like, if I delete myself, then that means y'all didn't really see that. So that's what I need to do to cope. I'm gonna go on short-term leave from the world, and regroup.
Child,
But I
please, I'm gonna
definitely
make a
will
YouTube
watch
video
it. If
about it.
somebody else did it, I'll be like, bitch, did you hold on?
Look at this shit.
I'm gonna get on YouTube right after. All right, y'all. So I don't know if y'all saw, but something embarrassing happened.
Hey,
Well,
you know
flip
what?
it.
You right, because so many people gonna make money off you doing their video. Hey, y'all saw that video with Bondy. Everybody
You know
get in here.
goddamn well I'm gonna be
That's
the
true.
first one to get online and
That was an
capitalize off a
accident.
mistake.
You gotta catch
But
them
you
first,
guys
so they
have
don't catch
inspired
you.
us to
Oh my
start an
God.
OnlyFans. Join our OnlyFans now.
Period. And won't be seeing them but feet and hands when they join the OnlyFans.
But that's the
Listen, I
weird
thought
thing
about it, child.
of OnlyFans.
Yes, I have.
I think everyone has because I think
Not I
OnlyFans
said,
can
Jay.
You've
Huh?
never thought about joining it
Not
at
no, but
all?
not to fuck on there, but
But just
like
do
to
things.
do yeah, to probably do
Jamie's like,
talk
no.
about or
She's like, I
be.
said what I said. No.
Oh yeah, listen, not me. I've definitely thought about it.
I think it's a money maker for some folks. I think a lot of people have thought about it, but I know for me, I'm always aware where my phone is because I don't want. Because I think it's weird that phones just open up shit and you don't know why it's open and you look, you're like, oh my God, what's going on? So I do think it's easy for someone to accidentally fuck online, but it's weird if your daddy watch you or a parent watch you because it's like, how long did you watch? Did you watch to see what was going on? Like, was I being
Man, all
murdered?
the times I done walked in on them people fucking, y'all better, cause y'all didn't close the door all the way and all of that, man. Fuck y'all. You can see me fucking one time all the times I didn't have to watch you fuck growing up. Go to hell. My parents, first of all, you supposed to close and lock the motherfucker. You ain't supposed to leave it crack. Cause I'm gonna walk in here if it's crack. And then I gotta see. So yeah, I kind of feel like in any way possible, you're not gonna make me feel bad about doing something that I shouldn't feel bad about just because you saw it by accident. I will find a way to rationalize that shit in my mind. So it will definitely be some. I've seen you fuck.
It's
Nah, it's
human
fair
interaction.
game. Cheers. Act like you didn't see
like,
it. Forget it.
You even have to carefully send shit to people. Like I'm all like, okay, let me share. It's his name, it's his photo, it's not anybody else because you don't want to send the wrong shit to the wrong folk, and then they can't. My brother one time text me. We was talking or whatever, and then he called like, "Oh my God, I think I'm like, what the fuck you do?" He thought he sent me something that was meant for somebody else, like a girlfriend. It was a girlfriend at the time, and I'm like,
Ooh, he thought he sent you a dick pic.
yeah, and he was trying. He called me to warn me to not open it because he just assumed he sent it, and I was like, "Thank God," but he didn't send it to me. But I'm like, "Thank God you called before figuring anything else." I don't want to see your dick. I don't want to see that.
I have absolutely been scared that I sent nudes to the wrong number in my text message, sending shit to Lyric and
if
they're like, let me make
slip.
sure, let me double check. Now, I'm one of them people that be like, I'll think about what if before I do something, so I'll get that scary feeling, so it'll make me double check before I do it.
I post on Twitter. I'm like, I don't want my titties online. I'm like, I gotta be sure that I delete shit before it just because it can accidentally post, and you can be asleep and not know, and you sleep and shit. It's just online because you sleep. Phone over there. So the next little thing I have. So a girl posted this on TikTok. What she said was the time I told 3 different niggas I was pregnant and needed $850 for an abortion, and they all gave me the money. A week later, I had one drive me off at the abortion place, one pick me up, and one stay at my house with me while I was menstruating and pretended to be in pain. I went shopping with the money after my cycle went off. So my question is, was she fucked up or was she a genius for getting
I know somebody
money?
who did this. I know somebody who did this. I ain't gonna say who, but I always go back to my stories and the friends who I grew up with. I know somebody who did this, but she was actually pregnant. But she told multiple dudes, like, hey, this might be yours, this might be yours, this might be yours. Use the money and then kept the rest, I guess, for her emotional trauma that she had to deal with. But I say it's fucked up. It's fucked up.
I mean, I feel like if niggas wouldn't be out here shooting up hoes clubs, then they wouldn't be going through that. So almost like if you trick, you got tricked, then that's on you. I'm sorry, but I feel like men do so many things that are so shady and fucked up to women that I low key feel like when women do things like this, it's just a slight balancing out a bit. Ultimately, this is flaw as fuck. Don't get me wrong. Like if you did this to one of my male family members, I probably won't fight you. But ultimately I'm grown and I feel like you should have wore a condom with that nasty ass bitch. Who told you to fuck her all raw dog and everything? You knew she wasn't shit when you met her. Cause people who do shit like this ain't shit and niggas be knowing it, like they mattress on the floor, stuff like that. But she wrong, but she's also very smart and I'm a kind of, I don't hate the player or the game type situation. So if you could get it out of them, girl, more power to you. But I got a job.
Right. I feel like, girl, that's fucked up. I don't know if I would have told anybody that you smashing on 3 different dudes. Yikes. But hey, they wasn't willing to do enough of an investigation,
right,
on their own. They just was willing.
She probably
to
wasn't
give
even
money,
fucking them that close together.
At least they receipt.
Exactly.
Them niggas be stupid. They don't be knowing. Could have fucked this nigga a week ago in 3 weeks span and be like, it could be yours.
Mm-hmm.
He like,
so it's like, if
I
you want
don't
to be
want
stupid, then
yeah, they be giving the money out of fear.
Oh yeah, because they want you to get that abortion. Yeah,
right.
Go ahead and get that.
Exactly.
She got a stimulus check.
Oh, didn't that happen on Just Another Girl from the IRT? Y'all ever seen that movie? It's like a 90s movie from back in the day, but the girl, she told a dude, well, he gave her the money and she, went shopping with it and then kept the baby. And then she put the baby in the trash can and then went back and got the baby. It's all right. He went back and got the baby because he felt bad. But it was a good movie, y'all. Y'all got to see that. Just Another Girl on the IRT.
Somebody do us a favor and time mark that because our reactions, I need to turn into a
please.
I need to.
It was like 59.
Y'all be knowing, people in the comments know. It's
like
classic.
59 seconds.
Now, speaking of babies, okay, now people do things with babies. They take them to parks, they take them to school, they take them to do great, great things. Well, these women took babies with them to rob a store. So a beauty supply owner put up the video showing that these 3 women, one who looks about she's about 8 months pregnant. The one that's holding a new baby, okay, and then grandma here went into a beauty supply store, pepper sprayed the girl, and then stole some wigs and some hair pieces from the store. The daughter, it was a store owner's daughter. They pepper sprayed. She's okay, but they got the big pregnant lady with the big belly. We can see clearly. They brought a baby to pepper spray someone and rob a beauty supply store. And I just don't get it. Are babies supposed to be coming through with robberies?
This reminds me of something that the Gross Sisters would do.
FYI, it's been a long time. But go ahead, sorry.
You saw this movie?
Did see? She's talking about.
No, I'm talking about what. Yeah, I saw it years ago.
Okay,
I gotta watch it again.
All right,
But these 3 girls right here remind me of something that the Gross Sisters would do from the Pride family. So this is like Gross Sisters in 2021. The shit's comical. I mean, they could have done worse things, but I mean, it's disappointing, but at the same time, it's too funny, and it's like, damn, you needed a wig that bad, girl. Get it how you can. At least you pepper.
You got babies. What a niggas at? You couldn't fuck somebody for wig money? You gut ass broke bitch. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me just tell y'all, I hate people like this. Because everybody be thinking this shit is shits and giggles and it's funny and all of that until they raising psychopaths. Like, I'm just saying, like, bitch, there's a psychopath kicking you in the bladder right now because there is no way in hell that y'all are going to be good mothers. I'm sorry. There's no way in God's green earth that y'all are going to raise those children to be successful human beings. They will probably be more fucked up than y'all are because y'all are their parents. And y'all don't even realize how crazy y'all look, putting y'all children in jeopardy for some fucking wigs, because CPS can come get y'all kids. Somebody could have kicked you in the fucking stomach, pregnant bitch. Somebody could have knocked that baby out of your hand and that baby would have ended up on the ground, hurt or something like that. Y'all pepper sprayed that lady. What if that pepper spray would have got in that baby's face because of, blowback or anything? Like, at the end of the day, y'all put y'all shit in so much jeopardy. Somebody needs to come and take them fucking kids from y'all, and all of y'all should be doing some type of jail time for that shit.
Girl, I don't think it's gonna take long for them to find out who they are. And let me tell you, CPS enjoys snatching up children. Okay, they enjoy snatching up them kids. I think this was very stupid for lace wigs. That's probably gonna end up being synthetic and not worth a whole lot anyway. While you running up in there, and then the sad part is you probably gonna be faced with a whole bunch of charges that these lace wigs can't really pay for. Like, what was you gonna do? Take them and sell them? You probably gonna have to sell them now, so you can get you an attorney or pay whatever fees you're gonna have to pay. So that was just really stupid, really dumb. But I feel like it ain't gonna take long. It's not gonna take long for them to find out who these ladies were. Yikes.
Now, lastly, we all know how much we had to work for tips and time and work for extra money. Now, a waitress in I don't know what state was tipped $4,000 because her and a coworker waited on a 40 party, group at the restaurant. Well, the manager or the owner of the restaurant wanted her to share her tip with the other workers who did not handle the 40 party table. And so they fired the girl because she refused to share her tip with coworkers who did not help serve the party. Now, the gentleman who party it was called the restaurant first, asked them their procedure so he can be sure, because he knew it was a big party. And each person who came to the party gave $100 tip, which made it be $4,000 because they wanted to tip the people well. And so the guy said when they tried to make her give her tip to the manager, he said, no, give me my money back. He then gave the girl the money outside of the restaurant, and the manager still wanted her to share the money with other folk who did not work, and she got fired. I think that's fucked up. I have never worked in restaurants or whatever, so I don't know the rules, but I feel like I always thought it was you only split stuff if everyone did something, not you get my money even if you didn't do shit for this party. But what do y'all think about the bullshit about?
Did she get to keep her tip is the question.
Yes, because the guy took it back and then gave it to her outside, and they fired her because she would not share it.
That's okay. That $4,000 should hold her over at least so she can get another waiting job somewhere. And that should be easy because a lot of people do not want to work right now and they damn sure don't want to wait on nobody. So she should easily be able to find another job. Child, they crazy as hell. That's not how that's supposed to go. I'm not supposed to have to split no fucking tip with you. If somebody wants to give me a tip personally, I should not have to split that with anybody if I don't want to. And you damn sure shouldn't be able to fire me about it. But that's because, y'all want it. People do that all the time. They know they got that one person that's going to work their ass off, and y'all be lollygagging and slacking off, and y'all thought y'all was going to let her do all that work, and then y'all was going to get some of her tip money. Fuck out of here. Girl, get you another job.
Hey, I want to carry too much.
Bondy, Just Another Girl on the IRT is my favorite movie. It's the shit, Ash Tuck, ain't it? It's the shit.
You have to add that to the list, huh?
Girl, it's good. You gotta watch it.
Somebody said it's on YouTube.
It's on Amazon Prime too.
Oh, even better. I don't have to watch it in 480p. So I think this situation is messed up. The whole tipping system is messed up. I feel like I've heard multiple times we only do it this way in the US, where restaurants can pay waitresses like $3 an hour. And this is what they did, because I remember when I worked at Sonic. When I worked at Sonic, I worked there for 2 weeks. I was training, and when you were in training and you worked in the inside, you got paid minimum wage. But whenever you became a car hop, your pay would go down to like $3 an hour. You would have to share tips, and then they would split the tip jar so that way your payout would equal minimum wage or more. So some places are built this way. It's messed up. I'm glad she did what she had to do, but I think we need to take another look at, like, what are we doing for service workers?
I I do think they deserve a little bit more money
Right.
than minimum wage. What you think,
They
Jamie?
get paid less than minimum wage because of the tipping
Yeah.
system, which is bullshit.
That's even
Which
fucked
is
up.
ultimate BS. And that's what made me feel like he wanted her to split that 4K anyway, so it can shorten how much he got to pay them out on his end. So I felt
Yes,
like
that's
that
exactly.
was ultimately, like, I mean, that's just fucked up. If I was so, I wouldn't share this either, except for anybody that helped me out with this large party. That's it. That's the only people I probably would be willing to share it with. But honestly, it's like, F that job. I still file, unemployment or if possible some type of workers' comp if you can against them for trying to pull that shit. So I did see in the comments somebody said that she had like a GoFundMe or whatever. So that's
$10,000,
good.
yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
ultimately, it's like F that job. And if I'm getting 4K, girl, that 4K should at least get you through the next month because I guarantee you wasn't making this from that job anyway.
Okay.
So that probably bought you some time, especially if you live with somebody. That probably bought you some time, depending on your bills, for at least 2 months while you figure out this situation or make your next move. So I wouldn't have gave it to him.
And that was bad
At all.
business considering how hard it is to find people that actually want to do that type of hard ass, tiring ass fucking work for that little bit money. Like people don't even want to do jobs that pay well these days, let alone something that don't pay well and you got to be on your feet moving
All
around.
day.
Come
Hot
on.
around folk, they talking to you all crazy. You gotta get it. I want some ice water,
Being
no
sexually
limit. Plus,
harassed.
when
Yeah.
snagging ass. No.
Yeah, that's when I was like, nah, this just ain't for me. I was in high school. I showed up for 1 week of work and maybe another day. I hated that job so much, I ain't even show up for the check. I let them keep the little $30.
Like, leave me fuck alone. So we're going to get into TVT. Now, if you want to come on with an opinion, okay, I'm going to put the link. Y'all know I'm so nervous. I'm going to put the link in the comment section for y'all to click on. You do have to have headphones, and you're going to have 30 seconds to a minute. Y'all think we do it easy? So this is your chance to be us, okay? Give us your opinion on things. Like, we're going to give our stuff first, and then y'all can come on after. So, again, that's if y'all want to. Y'all should, because y'all like being on here. But again, let's get to TV. Honey, Lord Jesus. So the first show we have to discuss is Ready to Love. Okay. So first of all, click the link, and if y'all click the link, that's how y'all can get in here to be added on to talk for 30 to 60 seconds. We will time y'all. Okay. Sing the song, Bondy.
Ready to fuck. Sorry, I had to do it.
It was a good episode this week. Even though I feel like the most part was the dinner scene, but even see the different couples, not the singles, switching partners or whatever, I thought it was a lot. So let's get to Mumin and Walter issue. So we seen Mumin and Walter at the piano, having a good moment, singing a song, okay? But then later on, did y'all like the song? I didn't like the song.
I couldn't even tell. They didn't play the whole thing. Act right.
And I think they was doing that thing where you sing, but you don't really want to sing all out. So it's like, I don't really know what to.
People were sending me videos of her singing when I was on my trip, and I was just like, I see it, but I don't care right now. So I ain't here. But she looked like she was singing.
I went to her IG page and I seen old video. I seen previous videos for her singing. I think she's like a gospel singer. So that's why she is, trying to be celibate now. But she can sing. I'll say that. She sounded okay. But after her and Walter had their little moment, at the piano, and we then seen Walter with Sabrina at the piano, Mumin wanted attention. She came up there, rubbing his head, rubbing his back, and he didn't ignore Sabrina and gave her the attention she wanted. And then she told him that you're being manipulated by somebody else or whatever. You're not giving any attention. And to me, it was what he said. She's being catty, petty for no real reason. I like when he said, like, you are also, you have other people too. I don't let what go on with y'all affect us. So I want the same respect. And I think she was being childish, in my opinion. But what do y'all think about Mumin's antics? Was she valid in how she felt? Or was she on bullshit?
I think it's a little bit of both, because I feel like as a woman, she probably did feel some type of way that he was pulling away from her. emotionally, but I also feel like if she had not responded in that way, that energy might have shifted because she did not know that even though he drove up there with Sabrina, when Sabrina said she was a stripper, that was a red flag for him. So if she had been her normal self, the way she had acted previously, which has kept her cool and just kind of knew her role in his life and all that, like she did when she met the ex, if she would have kept that energy, I think it would have shifted. But I also feel like her little brown girl clique with Zadia and Camille, I think it hyped her up. Because I feel like a lot of the women were trying to get the men to like cement who they wanted to be with on this trip. And it, because I mean, Shiloh was even doing that to Phil. And I was surprised because I thought Shiloh was like the most carefree, laid back of them all. But she was questioning Phil too. So I just kind of feel like everybody was on that tip where they was trying to force the men to make a decision. And I just didn't like that. And that's why I kind of liked Aisha a little bit more, because Aisha was kind of sitting back and letting Dante decide what he wanted to do. Even though she did things to get attention from them niggas. I peeped it.
She did. She did. I think Mumin, I always got to struggle because I'm like, they started off the season calling her Mumin. Now I'm hearing Mumin. Mumin. Yes. I think she was doing a lot. I feel like it was just very awkward for her to stand over that piano while they were chilling. I think that Walter explained it to her perfectly and respectfully. You have other relations going on. Like, I hope that you give me the same type of boundaries. And I don't think he was trying to play her to the side. I think he just felt like the situation was awkward. So he was kind of like, can you go? But not like in a get out my face type of way. He's like, please don't do this, is what I was getting from Walter. So yeah, Mumin, she said on Twitter that apparently there's something that we didn't see in reference to the manipulation. So apparently something happened, she says, with Sabrina. We just didn't get to see it.
They always editing fucked up on this show.
Yeah, very much
it's
so
trash. Ultimate. I can't even really. I'm trying to remember what all really happened between Walter and Mumin, because for me, I felt like Walter was playing her. It was giving me sit right here, be cool, be calm, using the fact that she has other people that she's interested in. Like, you got your other people on saying this, so just chill, sit down. It was giving me you the side chick. Meanwhile, he rode up there with Sabrina. So it made me feel like he kind of already has who his person is that he's really more interested in than her. And I feel like he probably could have, I guess, told Mumin that, but I guess he didn't know for sure. But at the same time, I feel like he was playing her to the left. It was definitely, to me, on some, hold what you got, chill. I'm gonna come for you though. Like, I just need you to like fall in line like this, because I'm over here trying to handle that. So when she came over to the piano and he playing it, like, he didn't even give her any eye contact. He didn't give her anything. He gave her dust. And I know that was embarrassing. And that's definitely the energy that a dude that's messing with somebody else will give you, as if you're not going to matter. Instead of just like trying to play it like it's all, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess try and play it as normal as he can. He was like, y'all funny. So some of that also gave me the energy that Walter kind of likes stuff like that as well. It makes me think that he kind of like when women are probably bickering or having an issue. It made me go back to when he said he was like a playboy when he was with his wife, and she got tired of being cheated on and was like, yo, you either gonna be with me or you're not. So that's where it sent me when I was thinking about Walter and Mumin. But that whole manipulation comment that she mentioned, I didn't fully understand that part when she was putting that off on him. I felt like she was talking from things that may have happened to her in her past, that she was trying to put that off on him, like somebody's manipulating you. And I'm like, not really. Nobody's really manipulating him, but it's just you not seeing that he actually has made his choice with the woman he rode up there with.
It was like she was trying to place the blame for him changing up on Sabrina, like he didn't have any control over what was happening. And it gave that pick-me-ish mindset about how, women are the ones that make men move versus men doing what the fuck they want to do.
Right.
Another thing that was interesting, like you said, Bondy, was the fact that he saw Sabrina's red flag because she said she was a stripper. Y'all, we met the ex, nails out to here. And now you saying it's a red flag that Sabrina was a stripper. Make it make sense.
He know he like that energy.
I think he don't know what he wants, because I think Sabrina and Mumin are two different people. So it was weird that those are his two people. I think they both give off two different energy. Even though I do feel like Sabrina has a messy, catty side to her too, but I feel like she'll pick and choose when she wants to bring it out, and she doesn't
She tries
want
to
to do
pretend to
that.
be classy. To me,
Yeah.
she pretends to be more classy than she really is. So finding out that she was a stripper for 10 years should let you know how she probably gets real gutter, and that's where that crazy shit that his ex was picking up on was coming from.
Her tick tick boom, because she
Well,
has a
I
tick tick
peeped
boom.
that whenever she told us about the story with her baby daddy. Like, you not, she tried to pretend like she was extremely classy, but then you gonna tell me that you ended up being in a relationship with a married man and you became his like fourth or fifth baby mama. I was trying to figure out, you remember that was in the casting special.
I forgot.
And I was thinking to myself, something don't add up, because if you were a woman that was so classy like yourself, you wouldn't really even be running in the same circles as this man. But something, I knew someone right.
I wonder when she was a stripper.
10 years. She said she stripped for 10 years. That's
She
a
had a
long time to
retirement
strip,
party.
y'all. I'm about to say strippers only usually have a good 5 years before they, gotta move on to something else for real, for real. So 10 years stripping, bitch. No, you was in career wise. Okay, you was a career stripper. Sitting up there talking about I was a dancer. I love the way she tried to clean that shit up. And then like it really just made me think about the way she's been moving. It's very, very strategic. It's very strategic. And I feel like
Sabrina?
yes. And I feel like that's
I
probably
agree.
what Mumin was picking up on, was how calculating Sabrina is. But she's not keeping in mind that Walter is not to be trusted either. Like when Zadia said that he was here to play, I was kind of like, Zadia, what the fuck was that? Like, but then I was kind of like, she must have seen something, that everybody isn't talking about or everybody isn't seeing, because she was on one. So I think she was just gonna throw out, if she felt some way about your nigga, she was gonna say it.
See, I think when I see Mumin saying to Camille, "Oh, they're going to the couple," I felt like she was looking for some bullshit, because if you seen Sabrina and Walter chilling, like not even worry about you, you came to them and was upset that he did not stop what he was doing to talk to you. So I felt like she was looking for some catty bullshit, because they said earlier it's gonna be some drama. So I wonder if they were just trying to make a moment because I need the attention. And that's what I felt like. I don't know why Mumin felt the need to go over there when you was in the kitchen. You went over there and so that's the part that I felt like, you had your time.
It was
let him be with Sabrina.
confrontational.
Yes, it's like, why, why even go over there, to make it seem as if, okay, if you can't now give me attention. My thing is that could have been rude to Sabrina, because he was, chit chat or whatever. So I don't know why Mumin in this episode to me felt less confident in her bond with Walter, simply because Sabrina was there.
Yep.
That was weird for me. So I was like, honey, get it together. But for what you say, Ronnie?
I was just laughing at the comment. Nigga said she stripped with Mia on Potomac in gowns at Outback Steakhouse.
Right. I was looking at that.
But see, I wonder, when did she strip? Or how long has it been since she stopped?
That's what I'm saying. When she stopped stripping is the question. Like, bitch, was it last year before the pandemic?
She was like 19 to 29 stripping, and now she's 40. Okay, whatever. But if she was like 30,
if she was stripping when she was with her baby daddy,
it was recent. It was recent. I'm pretty sure. Just based off. Remember, we saw a picture of her in a black wig.
No.
Did we?
Yeah.
Was it on the?
See, y'all know I be looking down sometimes when they be showing us these things.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Was it in that packet we got? Was it just in the packet?
Yeah.
So the packet with all the people was where her hair was different. I think we said she looked different.
She was wearing the she was in her stripper uniform, basically.
Lord Jesus. Well, we get to like, what was she wearing? Because they're with DC, right? Oh yeah, DC. They made Maria. For Camille, Zaya, and Aisha to fight at dinner. I feel like the whole episode was leading. I think the whole season was leading up to this, because we kept seeing Aisha go off on somebody from the picture from before. So, Camille, who feels like her and that man is connected, and I'm like, they not. I really feel like he don't like her, but it's fine. But her saying how she just wants, no one else is worried about, he doesn't be worried about his connection or whatever, making it seem as if Aisha does not have one. And then when she and Aisha are exchanging words, Zadia then jumps in her 2 cents, and then the whole fight ensues. It's weird to me that this whole brown skin girl squad seems catty and petty, and I don't know why. Because I also feel like Zadia felt like the men should want me because I look good and they should want me. And I think she's not getting the attention she wanted. I think all of them aren't. Even Mumin, because Mumin is part of that clique. So it's weird how they all kind of went at Aisha basically for her saying everyone has a process. And if we think when he's home, you gonna be out of luck. And then for her to threaten to fight and fuck somebody up, I'm like, where's production? Why won't y'all stay in her home? So I don't like the whole fight thing that happened, but it was a big mess. So what does everyone think about the whole big mess of it all?
It was a mess. What I feel is this iMovie editing, okay? The haterish word to me wasn't enough for the response that we got from Aisha. Zadia just jumped in trying to make it seem like she had Camille's back because Camille and Zadia are childish as hell. However, I do think that both of that passive aggressiveness being shady comes from both Aisha and Zadia, because the first time this happened, I felt that it came from Aisha whenever she said, "You need a shrink." And then everybody just reacted to Zadia doing the most. In this episode, Zadia she should have sat there and ate her food. Had nothing to do with you, everything to do with Camille. So this situation, I think, was blown out of proportion, or either we didn't see the full scope of what really went down, or the full scope of what Zadia did. However, I have to say, Aisha liked that attention. Aisha ain't never been a hater in me. Girl, I ain't never sweated off somebody calling me a hater. If it don't apply, let it fly. Why are you tripping? You up in the kitchen acting like you ready to fight off of that? You should have been ready to fight off Camille saying, "I'll fuck you up." So for you to take the hater thing and then go, "Oh, D tells me you just like attention," which makes me circle back to the simple fact that Aisha was feeling some type of way from jump with Zadia because she felt that Zadia had influence on her relationships. So even though Zadia was wrong for, jumping in this episode, I think it's a much bigger picture than what we're seeing. I think Aisha has been feeling some type of way about Zadia and her influence with her relationships because they had a lot of the same connections. So it was just a mess.
I agree with you about that. And I said that last week when I noticed that Aisha was, with Dante. I was like, oh, so that's why you made, that's why that happened, because you wanted her to go and be with Naeem so that you could be with Dante, basically. But here's the thing. I low-key feel like she was like acting like Aisha was asking so much of her to do that, but she really should have dwindled her numbers down. Because if she had, then maybe she would have basically zeroed in on Dante and he wouldn't have made the connection he did with Aisha. Because I think her staying open like that, I almost think she was keeping Naeem in a bag because she thought he was just for her. But it's not, there's no chemistry happening there. Even when his ex-girlfriend was talking about how big, he liked big asses, but he doesn't give her any sexual chemistry. Dante doesn't give her any real sexual chemistry either that we've seen, but we haven't even really seen them interact with one another, which is weird to me. But when Aisha and Dante was in that kitchen together, that man was looking like, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck you tonight." Like,
their did y'all
energy.
See the way she was bent over on that?
Oh yeah,
I had
to showing that BBL off.
She did not have
that BBL off. And I'm gonna tell you, listen, and I'm gonna tell you another thing. I ain't gonna lie. When she did that shit, I was like, child shit. That's because she was like, "Oh, he massaging me. I'm gonna fuck him." So I'm definitely gonna toot this ass in the air so he can see what it's hitting for, so he can know what it's gonna look like when we get into. But I still feel like the way Zadia was capping for Camille, I was aggravated with that more than anything because I felt like Camille was being so disrespectful First of all, you was basically calling everybody a hoe because they didn't hurry up and get one man and then tie that one man down to them like you did with Cornelius. And I think what Aisha was trying to say without saying it is that you act like your connection is so deep, but everybody can tell that he ain't really feeling you like that, and that y'all are here because y'all want to be on the show. Because the truth of the matter is, if you really wanted to be with that man, whether he stayed on the show or not, you would be like, that's my man, so we could leave today and be together, and that's gonna be fine. I got what I came here for. But that's not what you here for. You here for the show, and so is Zadia. That's why y'all are click tight like that. A lot of y'all are here just for the show. But what I mean is, y'all don't have any real connections, and y'all were holding on, to these men, trying to hope that y'all could kind of stay in it for as long as possible. When the truth of the matter is, y'all should have been gone a long time ago. Camille Cornelia should have been gone a long time ago. Naeem should have been gone a long time ago. And honestly, Zadia shouldn't have been gone. But if she didn't have her connection with Naeem, then she only had a connection with Dante, and we didn't even see that shit. So a lot of y'all, honestly, I feel like,
Walter,
I don't know what.
Remember Walter?
Oh, what happened there? Child,
Right.
I'm lost.
Wait,
The
Zadia
editing is
and Walter?
trash.
Yeah, Zadia and Walter went on a date.
When he went to the nail salon
Oh.
with her, they got that pedicure.
Oh yeah, but you know what? I think she dated a lot of men, and I also think she turned them off, because if y'all notice, a lot of her interactions, it's almost like I'm threatening you, like I'm sexy and shit, but I'm low key kind of like, yeah, nigga, don't play with me. Like she
But
always has.
even her and Dante conversation was like, he was like, you be poking folks. I think Dante talking to her was the most authentic.
Yes.
You on bullshit.
Revealing.
I'ma say it nightly though, to let you know it ain't them, it's you. You poke into somebody reacts. So I do wonder if that's what Naeem's. I wonder if that's what Naeem's ex-girlfriend meant by she may not be the one, how she worded it.
Emotional.
Whatever.
She may not be emotionally supportive, right?
She may be poking people.
Yeah.
She has a detachment and a lot of boundaries up around her, and I think it's some negative shit going on that we're not really seeing.
Yes, I agree.
Which is what, I think Necey mentioned that too, and that's what I was thinking as well. When Necey was talking, I was thinking about how, and then you kind of too mentioned it too, Bondy, about Zadia needing to free up her options or whatever. And so for me, I just kind of felt like, you know what? I feel like she probably was holding Dante up because she probably knew that he was feeling Aisha. She was holding him up. But also, I feel like the reason, I know, Necey, you mentioned about the hater comment. I'm wondering if Aisha was feeling sunned in that moment, or like you trying to embarrass me in front of the guys type things, and you've been poking at me, so now I'm gonna snap on you. That's what I'm wondering, because I was trying to figure that, like, what is it, production? Like, what is it more than that? So I'm like, that's the only conclusion that I could really come up with that makes sense for real. And I thought it was interesting for Newman to be a part of their little clique, but she voted for their guys to be off the show. That was very funny to me. And I'm like,
she also wasn't a part of that shit at the table. Y'all saw she was just picking up plates, right?
Right, she was.
She said a word.
Like it got nothing to do with me. That is so funny. It was a good episode. It was a good episode.
So, yep, that's people keep popping on, so don't keep on moving. The ladies meet with Tommy. I because it's like they pop in when I put them on, it pops off. So I don't know, but that's the thing. Oh no, it didn't pop back in yet. The ladies meet with Tommy and they instantly start fussing, and I feel like I wonder. Oh wait, let me see. What's gonna work this time now? Yeah, that's D. I kept seeing me. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear y'all. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you, girl.
Okay, so we're talking to. Hi, y'all. I love all of y'all's channels. I'm literally on every single one of y'all's channels in the comments every week. And that little music, we need to make that longer because I definitely be over here jamming to that. That little like the video music. Yes, make it longer. But as far as Ready to Love, have we really seen Zadia make genuine connections? Like, I don't see her really be that close to anybody. It's all surface level. I don't see anybody who really acts like they're that into her. And this is a single show, so I don't I don't know. I really just don't see her making many connections. As far as Camille is giving very much. I'm getting in my 40s. You know, no offense. I don't think that's old, but I know there are many Black women who feel like, you know, we get a little older and we have to start to settle. I'm getting in my 40s. I'm on this show. I have to secure something. This man Cornelius is saying that he doesn't want to have sex before marriage. Oh my gosh, that's great to her. She thinks that really means something. We don't know why he doesn't want to have sex before marriage. He could be questioning something within himself, honestly, that's making him feel like, you know, maybe I need to abstain from sex because I really don't know who I want to even have sex with, whether it's a man or a woman, but we're not going to get into that. Anyway, yeah, so I think that's the real issue with Camille and Cornelia. She's so weird. Like, she's so obsessive. It's giving very much crazy. And then we have Mumin. Mumin, I think she's just a young girl. She's looking for any connection at this point. Mumin, you really messed up. Women, we have learned this since elementary school. You have a crush on a boy, that boy has a crush on another girl. You go out and you act like you have a crush on somebody else. You don't sit there in his face and you act like you're so bothered, you're so thirsty. You move on, you act like I'm not bothered by you, baby. I got options. Mumin, it was very, very thirsty of you. It was very strange of you to walk into the piano room. You see he's having a moment with somebody else, and you go up to him and touch the small of his back. What do you expect him to do? Do you think he's gonna say, "All right, oh my bad, Sabrina, like, you go ahead and scoot over. Let Mumin sit right here by me. Actually, you know, I have a stronger connection with her. I think I'm gonna entertain her right now." It was giving very weird. Like, what did you expect from him?
That was like, I'm gonna see if you gonna choose a little bit. That's what that was.
Exactly. Me personally, I would have never went in his face and got beside him while he's having a moment with somebody else. Like, that was just so thirsty to me. Like, you just lost all your credibility at that point. At that point, he's looking at you like you're crazy now, because why would you even do that? I don't know. This show seems very much scripted. I don't see any real couples on the show. Cornelius and not Cornelius. What is his name? Dante and Aisha. I think they can be kind of cute together. Actually, like, they have the strongest chemistry to me out of anybody else there. Everybody else there seems to be really forcing it. So I like them together. I'm gonna keep watching, y'all. That's really the only points I had to make on that show. I love
you hit them
all
all.
Of y'all's channels.
You hit them.
Thank you, girl. I love y'all so much.
You hit them all.
We love you too.
You did hit them all, girl.
Yes, ma'am. Y'all have a great night. I'm gonna be in the comments.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, she hit them all. She
dot. Peers all around. Because they on some foolishness. So we do see the ladies meet with Tommy, and I always wonder if Tommy ever is told before he gets there that something popped off. So he's like warned about it, but he seemed confused a little bit about how they were so quiet or whatever. And when they brought up how, well, you know, it was Zadia, Camille, and Aisha kind of going back about what happened. And I like how Tommy's like, you know what? Fuck all that. We don't get into any of that. This is about full love too. I wish someone would have said, but she threatened us though. I wanted to see how Tommy would talk to Camille about what she said. I wish we could have seen that. I hope that happens at the reunion. But you know, we see that Zadia is not with Dante no more. Aisha is. Mumin is not with Walter anymore. Sabrina is. Sydney say Frank is her boo, and they try to vote off the two men, Naeem and Cornelius. But what do y'all think about the whole meetup with Tommy?
I think that Tommy definitely knew something happened, but as they were explaining it, I'm gonna tell you the thing that I clocked the most. When Aisha finally said that Zadia was being aggressive, I don't know whether she meant Zadia and Camille or just I don't know. But either way, when she finally said that and them hoes jumped bad, like they was about to turn it into you ain't about to call us aggressive just because we dark-skinned women. Like I feel like when they both jumped up, whoa, with the aggressive word, but it's like she threatened to kick everybody's ass, and then you co-signed her threatening to kick everybody's ass, saying that you should want to fight for who you want to stay. Remember that shit? Okay, so y'all were being aggressive. That's exactly what the fuck happened. Okay, and they got so mad about it, but I think Tommy cut that shit short because they were not going to agree. Everybody was still angry when they were giving off the reasons why certain men should leave, or why certain men, right, or why they, like when Aisha talked about Dante giving a massage and Zadia went right behind her with the obviously, our connection isn't what I thought it was and all of that. Them hoes was mad. Mean was mad when Sabrina was talking about Walter. Like them hoes was sitting in that bitch upstate. And it was sad to see because I feel like that's y'all problem. Y'all are way too bothered. Y'all don't even know these men like that. Y'all have been talking to them, but none of these niggas are y'all men for y'all to be actively sitting here this mad about what has transpired, which shows y'all are editing a lot out and some of y'all are fucking. Let's be real. Mean made me feel like she was fucking Walter. Like that's why you felt away so much is because you already had sex with him, and the way you come off. She said she was waiting till marriage, y'all, and I'm saying it. She said that, but something about the way she responded came off like somebody that has had sex with someone and now feels like the connection is deeper, and you're now showing me something opposite of that, and I have a right to be mad because we've had sex. Versus if you had not had sex, then you probably would just bad. So I'm wondering what's going on there. But I think that I'm glad that Cornelius and Naeem were at the bottom because Naeem should be at the bottom. Who is he connected with? And I believe that Cornelius should be at the bottom because who has he connected with? I honestly hope both of them go home next week versus just one of them going home. And then if Cornelius goes home, I want to see what Camille is going to do. But I'm sorry, I want to go back to that table. When she said she was going to beat out, I'll beat y'all ass. I would have been the one that put down my glass and said, who ass you going to beat?
Right.
Who ass you going to beat? Because I like to see you beat my ass. And then she goes into tears. And y'all notice when she was talking to Tommy, the mood was all docile. And this has just been really difficult. And oh my gosh, she turns into Camille. Camille turns into softness when she's around.
She tried to do that at the table right after she started the mess. Where she started the mess, Zadia and Aisha start arguing. She sat there like this. No, don't look up for the tears. Where the tears? Right. Don't look up for the tears now after you done started all the mess. As far as elimination, I really didn't have no thoughts about that. Besides, I was glad that Tommy had shut all the shit down. I did notice how as soon as Aisha said that Zadia was rude, all the girls was in the background talking about no respect. Everybody agreed. And that's where I get even more upset because I know they have footage of Zadia showing her ass, but I'm not seeing it to react the same way that a lot of those people reacted. I need to see it. That's just how I feel about it.
Yeah, because Sydney was right there with Aisha when Aisha said that. And the girls had something to say. I don't know if y'all saw Sydney lean up like this, like she was finna like yell and they cut it. So she was definitely with it. All the ladies was with it. When it came down to the two guys, I was glad with who they chose. And I still think Naeem may end up being the one that's going to go home because y'all know Camille overreacts to everything while she doing all that crying. It would be awesome if they both leave. But it also made sense to me for next week's episode if Zadia is going off on Dante the way that she is, it makes me feel like that's because you ain't got Naeem there. So he's probably your only choice or only person left now. So then you going off on him and he like, and I wonder if that was the setting of him telling her you're not ready for love, which is why he said I'm a roll with Zadia. So I'm just wondering how that's gonna play out. But I'm glad.
It makes me look at her like she fucking crazy. Zadia, I mean, because when you felt like Dante was choosing Aisha, you was just like, I feel like he's choosing her, and you just let it be that when you still thought you had Naeem, right? But when they voted for Naeem asked to go home, now here you are trying to get all upset and get all in Dante's face when you didn't care when, he was rubbing on bitches and shit. You was bothered, but we didn't get this response. Girl, you ain't ready to love. Go home.
Girls. Let's move on to Portia family doesn't really matter. Because it's really Portia and Dennis family. That's what it really is.
It really Dennis that matters.
This is the weird part. Portia's show is very entertaining, but only because Dennis is a fool and like he had nothing to lose. I feel like he likes the antics. So I enjoy him being funny, even though I'm like, you cheated. But it's weird because Portia and Simon are boring. But let's get to the show. Lauren and Londy make the plan to get Dennis's robe. Now, Dennis asked that robe back on that date, that dinner with Portia, I think 2 episodes ago. And so that made me know, okay, Dennis has shit at Portia's house that she is not making it easy for him to get back. Because usually if you break up with your baby daddy, you are engaged to another man, I would think you want all of his shit out your house. So I don't know why he's even having to ask for the robe back. But anyway, Londy and Lauren get the robe and say, Dennis, you can get the robe back and these furs. If you come to Mexico, he said, I don't want to go to Mexico, but he comes to Mexico. Was Lauren and Londy wrong for going to Portia's house and taking something without talking to her, even though everyone is aware these are Dennis's things? Were they wrong for that?
Yeah, it's her house, but we don't care.
We don't.
I mean,
we do not care.
They wouldn't want nobody to walk in their house. I mean, I do feel like it was staged. Like, how do you just swiftly go into somebody's house all the way up to the top, all the way down to the bottom?
I think she was used to production.
Yeah,
I think she was used to production being in the house because you saw a lady in the house, so she probably was like,
not paying attention like that.
Yeah, just didn't think it was them two going to another thing is that fucking robe was in her bathroom on a chair where she gets her makeup done.
Right.
I was like, you're wearing Dennis's robe because you miss Dennis, bitch. Like, tell the truth. Dennis. You have those. I know how much those Versace robes are. They're like $500. Okay, you have enough money to get you another Versace robe, bitch. And they look like they're not even that soft. When I looked at them online, they just look like
I thought they was more
material.
than 500. Now that you said 500, I'm like, let me get me a Versace robe.
There are different ones. There are different ones, but I believe because I feel like me and Lyric was just looking at them on the website, and I feel like they were about 550 or around that amount. But not as much as I thought. But still, I was like, is it soft enough? Is it plush enough? But I looked at it and it looked like towel material. So I was like, it's probably not even that soft. All of that fucking fronting to give you, people be always acting like, yeah, like it's all so that you can have Versace print on a robe. But is the robe plush though? Because I feel like the robe that I'm gonna get from Target gonna feel better on my skin than that Versace robe. But I feel like she wearing that nigga robe because it smelled like him, because it remind her of him, because she wants to keep pieces of him near to her because she's still in love with him. He just can't be what she need for him to be. And I'm here for Londy and Lauren not going along with Portia's bullshit. That's the most entertaining part about this. Yeah, that daddy side of the family don't give a fuck.
Desiree. Oh no, go ahead, niece.
Okay, I was just gonna say I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what that robe is about. The robe is it's get back. Okay, remember y'all, episode 1. She got mad at Dennis because she said, if you want our family to be back together, come bring this ring. He didn't bring the ring. So that's what she meant by saying she was feeling triggered that he was playing games. So now she's trying to play games with him by withholding something that he wants, which back then he was withholding the family that she wanted. That's why she decided to go get with Simon. It just didn't work out the way she thought it was going to work.
Did you go, Jamie?
Agreed. Yep.
That's where you hear?
Yes, can y'all hear me?
We can hear you, honey. You got 60 seconds now.
Okay, I got y'all. Hey, y'all.
But thank you for being up here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Where are you from? Please, you just sound so cute. And
I'm from Mississippi.
Girl, yes, I can hear.
From Jacktown. That's what's up. Okay, I'm sorry.
What's your thoughts on the show?
I just have one thing that just be interesting to me. It's just, I guess, trying to understand Portia's like relationship with Dennis, because low-key it's like that's the main focus instead of her and Simon. And she gives me like the vibe, you know how like, well, I don't know if y'all know, but it's like when a relationship with a dude don't work out, and it's like they don't want to see you in a better position or move on, but they don't necessarily want you. That's what I'm getting from Portia. Like, she don't really love Dennis, but she just don't want him to have any like outside of control. Like, she seems very controlling, and it's just been kind of weird to watch. I don't think like I feel like everybody has done something, so I don't feel like anybody's a victim. But it's just weird seeing their dynamic kind of be the forefront instead of her and her actual fiance. So that was just my question, I guess, for y'all. Was like, do y'all think they like each other still? Y'all think they still care about each other? Like, how do y'all feel about Portia and Dennis, and then Portia and Simon?
I think that Portia, because Dennis checked off all of her boxes, I think she allowed herself to fall in love with Dennis. And the more we get to know Dennis, the more we realize how funny, how cool, charismatic Dennis is.
He sure been cracking me up. That's the only reason I've
Bruh.
been watching him.
I love
He
her.
is enjoyable. And then you see the way Londi and Lauren, and remember what I told y'all, when everybody was crying, they were crying because they really wanted Dennis and Portia to be together. And Simon being there with Dennis sitting there means that it's over. So I think the shock and everybody was sad because if you notice, the family seems to really like Dennis. They just want him to stop cheating on Portia. But I didn't realize until I read that book how hurt Portia was behind Dennis cheating on her during that pregnancy. Like, when I was reading the book and finding out about that first pregnancy that she had with the football player, and how the football player, you know, didn't want the pregnancy with her, even though she wanted that so bad. Thinking about him cheating on her during the pregnancy, how bad that was. Like, she was really hurt by that. I really do believe that. And I feel like that's the thing that drives her to do all of the shit that she's doing now. I do not feel like she's really in love with Simon. I honestly feel like Simon is somebody that she chose because it could make Dennis jealous, not realizing that Dennis was the one with the real money.
I agree. Well, thank you, Desiree, for popping on, honey. We love your
Thank y'all for
accent
having
now.
me. Y'all have a good night.
Come back anytime.
Bye.
So, Jamie already went. Now, we seen Portia cooking for Simon, okay? And in this was cooking scene one, that was an omelet that was spicy. That was not no Nigerian breakfast. The plantain was burned. I'm like, I don't believe that. But seeing Simon say he's never had someone cater to him, he's never had somebody care about him or be concerned about his well-being, I feel like he says things nicely about Portia to dog his ex. I'm like, why even bring up what you haven't had in the past, which I don't believe at all. Because Simon does not come off as a guy who will want a woman who wasn't catering to him. Like, you're not someone who, even though you may be the one with the most money or the one who was taking care of the household bills or whatever, you still come off as a man who wants a woman who will dote on him and care for him. So I'm like, I don't believe the whole Portia was the first. And then Portia brings up how Dennis may be coming on the trip, but he is. And then what's her mama name? Diane. Mama Diane brings up how she was worried about Mama Gina coming on the trip, mainly because she don't want to have a conversation about what she may have said to Gina about Portia and somebody else. I do not think her mom said Portia cheated. I think her mom said it may have been a situation with Portia or somebody else that could have pissed off Dennis. And Gina took it as, you saying she cheated? She was like, what you saying is thing. But what do y'all think? Is Simon ever being authentic in how he dotes about Portia being such a great fiance, whatever? And do we even care how he feels?
No, I don't care, but I will say he fake, period. And when he speaks on his past relationships, he really talking about family because he thinks she's gonna watch it. So that's when he does the comparison. That's who he really speaking about when he wanted to compare
the
to
victim too.
Past
when he
wives.
talks about her. Mm-hmm.
For sure, he's a clown.
And Portia's making him the victim. In my opinion, every time Simon compliments Portia, he's simply saying to us, I never been with a woman who got her own bag, real bag at that. So that's the only reason why I think he may behave in this relationship. You notice it's been so many things that's been on the verge of being disrespectful as far as what Dennis and Portia has had going on. And Simon ain't said nothing but no words. He just been sitting there because he's there for the check. He's a city boy.
the look on his face when they were doing that whole little exercise at the dinner table, he was just looking at him like, look at these damn fools.
Yes, and I know Nigerians don't play with the extra spiritual type stuff
because they
at
believe it
all.
works. So they don't fuck with it at all because they believe. So when he was sitting there, I was just kind of like, he's not gonna participate. And in his mind, he's thinking this shit is stupid, but he's not gonna say anything because he doesn't want to distress Portia, because that's what Dennis is there to do.
Right. And by him
and
saying
he don't want to do that in front of the family. He wants to keep
wants
that
everybody
type
to
of
like
stuff
him.
hidden.
Oh, Jamie, for a second, I thought that whenever you said right, we both said right, like staggering, and I thought I heard myself echo. I was like,
oh.
No, but whatever he said, he never had a woman take care of him. That was a damn lie. Any woman Simon has been with has always had less money than him. And if you don't bring nothing to the table, all you can do is cater for a man. So that's a lie. You're just saying you've never been comfortable enough to date somebody who you don't have to worry if they gonna take the bill or not. It's done with Portia.
And also Portia does that even when he came. Okay, so Pete, when she was cooking for her baby, it was, no makeup on, bonded on, regular pajamas, whipping the eggs. But as soon as she started cooking for him, it's let me go get dressed and let me have my back out. Let me stick my ass out a little bit more and let me, walk up to him. And she always gives him a peck. And let me tell y'all something, y'all. I know what it's like when you really into a man, child. Because listen, I don't even like lyrics sometimes, but I'm into that nigga mouth. Okay. So there's no such thing as a peck. Okay. Because as soon as I kiss him, I'm going to fall into the gap. It's going to turn into something because that's just what the lips do. So for me, when I see her peck him, it's because she's not really into him like that, but it needs to look that way. That's what that gives me. That. Now, when you really into a nigga, you gonna go up to him and kiss him, and your pelvis gonna be up against his pelvis, and that you gonna at some point that bottom lip gonna get in between both of your lips at some point. If you really going up to a nigga and kissing him like you happy to see him, I'm just saying.
Craziness. Did you go, Jamie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so we see.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. Okay. We'll see the playback. We see two separate things going on once they get to Mexico. One, we see Lauren with the rooms, and we see that Lauren, Lonnie, and Dennis is going to share a 3-bedroom suite because, as Lauren said, she wants to keep an eye on Dennis. I don't know why. I like that he's like, I don't want to room with her. Like, that does not make any sense. He has a girl coming up too, because I guess he's on vacation as well. So that was one part of it. But then the whole messy dinner thing with the robe. Portia's pissed because she realizes someone got the robe. And the fact that she was so just bothered, and Simon is sat there looking around like, okay. And when Dennis said, welcome to the family, Simon, this is what you will get. And Portia then said to Joe, fuck. It's weird that everyone is trying to either blame Dennis for some shit that he ain't got to do with, or keep tabs on him for no real reason. Portia's fiance is in Mexico. Why can't he bring a date or have his own room? What do y'all think about all the foolishness of Mexico messiness in the works?
Can I answer the Lauren question? The thing I feel like is Lauren knows that if Portia is unhappy, she's going to make everybody else unhappy. So even though nobody really cares about Dennis bringing another woman there, but they know that Portia is going to respond badly. So I think Lauren's mindset is maybe if I get him a room in my place, he won't want to do that. But even if he does bring a woman, I can give Portia the heads up so she isn't caught off guard like we're all going to dinner and then here comes some bitch walking up to the table holding his hand and she's caught off guard and then it's a whole situation. So I think that Lauren is always the person that is trying to buffer and make sure that everybody is happy, but especially making sure that Portia and Dennis have their situation figured out. Simon is a friend of the Portia and Dennis show. Basically, and that's why I said I feel like everybody loves Dennis because everybody is moving from a space of feeling like it's okay, Dennis. That's why I wasn't clear on why Mama Gina was so upset at Grandma, because Grandma was kind of seeming like, I know you a hoe, baby, and I wish you and her would have worked it out. But it's okay. We still love you, Dennis. I feel like everybody was given, but we still love you, Dennis. Yeah, Simon, but we still love you, Dennis. I feel like that's what everybody was given. So I didn't understand Mama Gina's energy, which makes me feel like I just don't like Mama Gina.
I like Mama Gina. I
I do
like that
too.
she don't think that Portia perfect and stuff. I love when she said, no, because they think that she perfect. And I'm like, she not. You know, they just go along with whatever Portia be up there talking about. So I like that Mama Gina kind of challenges some things when it comes to Portia, and she's not on the yes Portia bus.
I like that
But
about
yeah,
Londi too. And
Aunt Liz. I like Aunt Liz.
Yes.
Aunt Liz, I like her
Aunt
too.
Liz
She's
confused me
straightforward.
on that first episode that I saw her. So I'm
Oh yeah,
waiting to
true.
find out. Because it's like you
That
was a
is facts.
shaman, but you
Correct.
girl, I was
Yeah, I
like,
was
But
confused.
okay,
that
Aunt
didn't go
Liz.
together.
But you saw
You didn't
Aunt
go
Liz in the
bust out
car.
either.
Y'all saw Aunt Liz. It's
Yes,
okay, babe. You go in there with your head
With your
held
head held
high,
high.
Dennis. Do you hear me? The
Yep, like
family
this
wants
is a
yes,
Dennis.
blessing. No,
they
yeah,
do. Right. Right. Go
I
I'm
ahead,
gonna
feel
tell
like
Lisa.
this
y'all.
is a pattern that we see with Portia season after season after season after season. You done messed up because she tries to find a man based off what boxes he checked, which is not really that many boxes. Money, that's it. And because I keep saying she's taking them ball belly to not money. As soon as they check that
Child,
box,
Dennis' stomach being bigger than Simon's is the key
Listen
of
to
my
I
life.
me,
know.
I was like, you
girl.
need to do something about that, Dennis, before you have a stroke or something. That's all that alcohol. You need to go to the gym in the
Some
morning.
hot
You make too
dogs.
much money to have a stomach that fall out. You look pregnant and constipated. Fix it.
It's
Yeah,
them
this
hot
That's
is.
not
dogs.
cute.
So
I feel
Portia
like if he
Yeah,
was
tries
a
to
he
little
do
is.
stuff.
smaller, he would be more attractive. Like that's just
Yes, but it's the eyes.
Yeah.
He got Mama Gina eyes, so no. Portia tries to do stuff on the back end, and that's what messes her up. What? He do this. When he was sitting at the dinner, when he was sitting at the dinner table, he was talking to her looking like this. I was
Oh
like,
God, bro.
no, no. But what I was saying about Portia is she tries to do everything on the back end. That's essentially the same thing she did or she's doing with Simon is exactly what she did with Dennis and what she tried to do with the Todd dude, whatever his name was before. Since Dennis didn't hurry up and propose to her, she tried to move fast. Boom, let's have a baby. And then we can work on becoming a family. It don't work like that. Now you see her with Simon. Boom, he checks the box. Let's get engaged. Then let's get to know each other. How are you going to try to build a family when you ain't even really got to know this man who you are engaged to? Your priority should be making sure that he passes all the boxes to actually be a stepfather. But your focus is on Dennis, not on
And
Simon.
if it's
Simon
about
knows this and
pulling
he's
the
complicit because he's a city boy.
if it's about pulling the family together, then where is Simon kids? And why y'all really brought Bailey and Pilar up there with y'all missed anyway? Y'all should have left them kids back in the United States with your mama. Your mama said she had all that smoke for Gina, but she didn't want to go on that trip. We guess, honey.
I wanted
What
to
you trying to
bring
say,
up
Bonnie?
when Necey mentioned how she tries to force men to do what she wants them to do. And in the book, she talked about how she bought herself a ring with the football player's money. Went and bought herself an engagement ring because it's a promise ring. Took his credit card, went to the mall, calculated the 3 times how much he made in a month, bought the ring, and then showed it to him like, I got myself a promise ring. Remember we talked about it? And he was like, yeah, we talked about it, but we ain't say nothing about you doing it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she definitely likes to rush into things and hurry up and try to create this perfect little situation. She lives in fairy tale land in her mind. Reading the book, y'all, it really gives you a bigger understanding of Portia. Portia has a really fucked up mentality on how relationships are actually supposed to work based off of that shit that her daddy and her mama and them were going through. Like she really has a warped view. She lives in fairy tale land because the truth of the shit is too much for her to deal with sometimes. And she also talks about constantly being like depressed, which makes me feel like she postures more than we know. Meaning, if you're telling us that for the longest you've been somebody that has suffered with depression, even at a young age, thought about killing yourself, but you know how to smile and and act like everything's okay, that's why I believe that posturing she does with Simon is so much more like, clear to me now, because I'm noticing how her whole life she's done a lot of faking the funk, even when she's not really feeling that way. So that shit with Simon is indicative of her pattern, just like Russian shit with Dennis Russian shit with Simon, indicative of her pattern.
And you're gonna pray for Portia. I just got her book. I'm gonna read her book over the weekend. But let's move on to Love and Marriage Huntsville, which is our last show. So make sure to like the video. I know we love that song. That's our favorite song. We love that song so much. So reunion part 2. There's 3 parts. So it's part 2 of the Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion. I'm surprised that each part has been good. That's surprisingly. Let's see. Uniboo, did you want to talk about the last show? Because we're just not starting Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Hi, panel. The last show and a little bit of Mary Love Huntsville. That's all.
You said what?
The last
a little
one
bit
and a
of
little bit.
last show,
Portia and Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Okay, well, look, you got 60 seconds. Go ahead, Mom.
Got it. I didn't read Portia book, but I think I agree with Bondy. Hi, Bondy. Because of because she have her father left her mother and when they have a whole family, so I'm pretty sure when she looking at a mate, she's have like her father image. She's trying to look for a father figure, and she want to rush this. She want to have this perfect life, this perfect relationship, because when she grew up, she didn't really see that, and her father left her mom, which is kind of like a daddy issue, I'll say she have. That's what I'll say about Portia, but she's still cute, but she's trifling. But about Marriage Huntsville, I don't really have much because I think I went to Jami panel and discussed it. But what I have to say is all those men are liars. They're all covered for each other's dirt. And none of them, Tisha. She's not Mel's friend because I'm pretty sure she know about the side chick.
Well, thank you for popping in. Is it Uniboo? You're not unpaid a name, huh?
It's Uniboo. It's funny because I follow y'all too.
Okay, so thank you for popping in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Let's go. I'm off screen. I'll go screen. So part 3, the beginning of it was basically Mel and Martell back and forth about Ariana, whatever. Even Carlos bringing up how Martell was in love with 2 women and how for whatever reason Mel wasn't enough for Martell. That pissed me off because I think you should never tell a wife that they was not enough for their husband when we know the husband was cheating because he was being fucking greedy. I like how Mel called bullshit on that and how Martell even admitted that he did say to her that he was being greedy, that he just wanted more and more and more, and that she was everything. Seeing Mel cry in the dressing room about feel like she's trapped in Huntsville because she can't leave him, she can't get full custody. She really just has to keep dealing with Martell with his bullshit because she can't prove he's a bad father, even though he's a toxic person, and that is very, very, very sad. What do y'all think about the whole Martell and Mel of it all? With that part of it.
I think Carlos was trying to do Martell a favor by painting him in a better light. The way he placed a lot of the questions and the explanations for the side chick, I think he was trying. Martell, he has done such a horrible job at like getting out of this villain type role. I even said in my video, I would feel better if he just moved on. If you would claim this woman as your new chick, I think everybody would feel a lot better. Carlos was trying to take the horse to water and make him drink it by saying, hey, this is your moment. Claim that you love this woman. But the fact of the matter is he doesn't. He doesn't want Ariane. If he was not with Mel, he would not be with Ariane. He's still not with her now. And I'm glad that Mel called out that he's still messing around with other women while with Ariane. You free now. Go ahead and free yourself. But he still wants Mel. He's just being greedy. I think Carlos was just trying to help him create some sort of story or some way to redeem himself. And Martell is dumb. He didn't get the bait at all.
I was annoyed with Carlos, to be honest. This wasn't the only moment that annoyed the fuck out of me. With Carlos. Carlos was very much trying to paint, this picture like Martell really tried to stop fucking with Coleslaw. He tried so hard to stop messing with her, and he just couldn't because Mel wasn't enough, and he needed both. And it was just very misogynistic to me, the way the questions were being divvied out. And the moment later on that Carlos said that really pissed me off was was when he told Destiny that he might need to get her a prayer cloth because she was on stage with these married men. So she needed to cover up her fucking thigh because these married men would be tempted. And then he tried to like jokingly kind of laugh it off with that, I'm a gay man and I'm looking at you. And I was just kind of like, that's the whole issue with these men on this show, is that y'all find ways to blame women for why you can't control yourself. At the end of the day, y'all are lying ass cheaters. And if that's what y'all want to be, that's cool. People do it. But what we're going to need for you to do is stop trying to turn it around and act like everybody else is psycho crazy because they see y'all for y'all works. Y'all are transparent as fuck. Even Maurice. I've been telling y'all for the longest that the way Maurice over-explains things screams I'm lying. The way he over-explains, the way he'll bring up analogies that don't match is because you're trying to sound smart. And the reason why all of y'all are click tight is because y'all realize that y'all can talk this stupid shit to the dumb side chicks that y'all fuck with. But a lot of y'all are with women who won't accept it. Now, I know we're not at this part yet, but I'm going to just go ahead and say it because it's on my spirit. Kimmy and Maurice are headed for some issues. Y'all know we interviewed Kimmy, and there were moments during the interview where we talked about certain things about Maurice that you can tell bothered Kimmy because it was then said again when she was talking to her friend. Remember when she was talking to her friend?
It was brought up whenever she was talking about, we told her in our interview, we said we didn't like how with the Tiffany situation, it went from her talking about a child to now the communication in y'all's marriage ain't there. And she specifically said that on that stage. And we said that. Remember, this was like right before they filmed Reunion. And you could tell a lot of the stuff we talked about was on the forefront of her mind. I was like, interesting. And last thing, y'all know this Mel with the clown mask. Y'all know I always do the clown mask in my videos. I was like, shout out to Mel.
I thought of you, girl. I was like, she is watching Necey's videos. Because he really, and people who didn't understand it, I don't know why, like him saying that, men don't want women with all of that mouth. Like, sir, what century do you think we are in? Any man that can open up his mouth to his woman and say that shit don't deserve to have one. We have mouths and brains just like y'all do. Y'all just don't want us to stand up for ourselves. Y'all basically tell women to shut up and take abuse. And that whenever we speak up, we're acting too much like a man. You know what I'm saying? And that's... When I tell you it would be a whole bunch of suck my dicks, Marceau, suck my dick, Martell, like I would be, if I was Destiny, they would have heard y'all can suck my big D energy as well.
I think Necey was right with Carlos trying to throw a bone over there to Martell, the bone that did not work. If anything, I felt like the conversation exposed everybody else on the stage. And if I was Mel, I just couldn't move forward on this show and y'all profiting off my back when basically what Marceau said about the connection between Martell and Miss Girl, it was giving off the fact that he was there from the very beginning when this man met this woman. And you've been sitting up here smiling in this lady's face, laughing with this lady like life is all grand. So I'm like, the show probably would have ended. Like, I don't know where they go from this point, but he definitely was trying to help Martell out. But I didn't like how he was trying to help him out, because his way of helping him out led to him discrediting or putting down Mel in the same sentence. And I loved how Mel caught that, and she checked it in the moment, and she was like, no, I'll never look at myself like that. And she should not have to. This woman been with this man since she was in college and gave birth to 4 of his kids. Like, she could never be less than, or what did he say? You weren't enough. She could never not be enough. Are you serious? Like, part of who Martell presents himself to us to be today is because of Melody. So you can't like sit up here and try to discredit that. But I love that she asked, if this person is so all of that, as you would say, Carlos, then why is he not with this woman now? What is up with that? So like it was a good one. It was a good one. I was glad people got exposed. I was glad that Marceau ended up opening up and telling the truth. It was giving y'all, and I said this in my review, it was giving the last reunion we had. Remember, they was talking about Melody and Kimmy said the truth, whereas Tisha lied about talking about Melody. That's what it was giving for Marceau.
Absolutely.
And Maurice. And then I knew Maurice was lying. Then he gonna go behind in the dressing
and try
room
to change it
and
up.
much open up and
well,
tell
it
the
would
truth.
be better because then I can make an influence. Nah,
You
it don't
sound
work like
stupid.
that.
And it's like,
you can't.
You can't. You can make
You
an influence by walking away. That's going to make more of an impact to show a person that you're not with the BS of what they trying to put in your face.
But you know why you're not going to do
Yeah,
that? Because you're doing the same thing, or you have done the same thing. So you're not going to judge like most people. Okay?
Okay.
Let me just tell y'all the truth. Let me tell y'all the truth. Most people, they're not going to do all that shit Kimmy was talking about. I said, Kimmy, that shit sound cute. That shit sound real nice. But in real life, first of all, in real life, most couples don't work like this. The woman is friends with a woman and the man is friends with a man. But nobody cross-contaminates to the point that you feel like I'm about to go and tell the husband that she cheating, or I'm about to tell the wife that he's cheating. Nobody does that. You might tell your friend, you might give your friend the heads up, but you're not going to go and get in a shit like that. And you're going to be careful even if you do, because like, for instance, Tisha, like the person said, Tisha knew when she did not tell Mel, but what did Mel tell her? Get in your car and ride around that bar at 3 a.m. and see what's up. And you got mad when she said that, but that was her letting you know something.
Let me read the super chat. From thank you, Deshaun. Seems like one Martell and his Stuart little outfits. Understand that part of being a good father is not disrespecting their mothers. I almost like he hates Mel for not wanting to be with him anymore. I agree.
That's not why
Did you go yet,
Necey?
Yeah.
That's not why he hate her. He hate her because he can never live up to her. He can never feel like he's bigger than her. That's why he likes Ariane so much, because she makes him feel like a big old man. And and Mel makes him feel small. That's why no matter how much dick sucking Mel was doing, it was never gonna feel like when Ariane and her big dolphin teeth were swallowing you whole, because it made you feel bigger to be on top of her versus Mel.
And that's why Marcel used the word aggressive. Whenever he said that Martell is different when he's with Ariane, aggressive, because Mel makes him feel little.
It's the fact Martell told her not to disrespect Ariane for me. I said, wait a minute, you don't get to tell this woman what not to do now that she done had
to put
do that because he
Martell
wants to piss her off.
Mel, now that she is the mother of his child, he don't want nobody to disrespect her, talking about they got their degree from the same place.
I could have
but you met her in a damn bar. So what the fuck do the degree got to do with it?
And she still don't have a building license.
When she was working at a bar, to be specific, the degrees don't have anything to do with.
And now she wants y'all to put linebacker in for 30% off on her little website and sign up to be to subscribe to her YouTube so she can spill tea to y'all. Has she spilled the tea yet? Because I'm not gonna follow her.
She ain't spill it yet.
Because she never does. She never does. She gets online and she threatens so that she can get attention, and then Martell calls her and gives her some dick and she shuts up.
That's what she's been doing
help
for the
me.
past. That little girl been online pretending like she was gonna spill some tea and say some shit for years now,
For
and has
years.
yet to say anything substantial. Everything she got online and said, I didn't already told y'all based off peeping how these niggas move, that they was all cheating together, and that's the reason why Martell was comfortable bringing her around, is because them niggas knew too. You saw them niggas in that picture with their hats to the back. When I
Had
saw all
Martell
of the
with no
hats to the
ring
back.
on.
I said, not Maurice with the hat to the back talking about that's not me.
Well, since we know they are a lot, let's not even give them no more attention. Let's go on to Destiny. Destiny, in my opinion, was on this show, and we have been waiting for her to say, "Huh?"
To look cute. When you said
But
she was on the show, that was it.
I was hoping she would just give a reason as to why we haven't heard any details of her, the wedding, the divorce, the parent, anything, and hearing her say how it was her decision to not speak on it. It was her decision to not want to speak on the marriage because they were working things out. And I'm like, but what was Bella Martell? What was Teaching and Marcel? What was anybody else on the show doing besides going through shit and talking about it? So I don't want her back next season. I was willing to wait for her to say, "Oh, LeBerry blocked me from saying A, B, C, D, F, and G," but you said that you just did not want to. I'm like, you haven't gave enough on this show to say that you don't want to give anything at all. I'm like, you can't do that in my opinion. So, what do y'all think about Destiny? She should be back next season.
I was mad that Carlos said that it's her destiny to be on the show, because that's telling us that regardless of how we feel about her not giving anything, he's gonna bring her back anyway. That's what that told me. I was annoyed because I need for you to either explain or get the fuck off the show. But I'm sorry, Destiny. No man files for divorce 3 weeks after a woman he's been in a relationship with for 5 years has a baby. Y'all were in a relationship for 5 years, were married for almost 2. You got pregnant and had a baby, and 3 weeks after you had that baby, he filed for divorce. Something happened, and you're not telling us what the fuck happened. And that comment she made about how they never cheated, but they took breaks. What the fuck did that mean? And during that break, did you get pregnant for another nigga? And that's why he went ahead and filed for divorce 3 weeks after, because he found out the baby wasn't his. And you're talking about co-parenting, but where's the evidence that y'all co-parenting? I just feel like you're lying about something.
That's what I was gonna say to you, Bondy, when I was watching the show. And it wasn't the fact that she didn't want to talk about nothing, because I had a feeling she wasn't gonna talk about nothing. It was a simple fact that she told us he filed 3 weeks after she had the child. You're not gonna tell me that any woman, I don't care what race, I don't care, no woman is going to be married, have this man's child, he divorces you 3 weeks after you had the child, your wounds ain't even healed, and you decide to be respectful. For what? If you do that to me, I'm blowing your life up for the rest of your life. I'm gonna be worse than Portia. So something tells me that she must harbor some sort of guilt for the way they broke up, because no woman would do that if she had been done wrong. That's the dirtiest thing you could do, is leave a woman 3 weeks after she didn't have your kid. And whenever she said they were co-parenting, where is the evidence? Just like you said, where is the evidence that they're co-parenting? We don't know. And then the last thing I'm gonna say about this is Carlos. I think Carlos knows exactly what it is, and he knows that she has some guilt. And you know how we know that On likes to paint women in a positive light. I think that's probably something that she's not comfortable talking about, and Carlos is respecting that, because he didn't have that same accountability for her that we seen him have for other people, even in part 1 of the reunion, or even the stuff that he was saying to Tiffany in part 2. He was asking her more questions, pressing for more answers, and when it came to Destiny, it was like, okay, he filed 3 weeks later. Okay, you don't want to talk about it? Okay, let's giggle and talk about how cute you look. No, we didn't watch her look cute all season long. We want answers where she could get to step.
Facts. It makes me wonder if she still is trying to work. When she said something about him co-parenting, or them co-parenting, and him coming back to the house, and that's one of the reasons, like earlier on, she said that she didn't talk about it on the show because she was trying to maintain her marriage. It made me think that is she trying to get back with her baby daddy, and that's another reason why she's not opening up. But in all honesty, regardless of whether that's something she's trying to do or not, if she comes back next season, Carlos, I think it's unfair to the viewers and to yourself, knowing that you're a person that can pull storylines out of people, but you allow her to sit up here and not spill anything about hers. She's just existing. And I don't think that's fair to the viewers or to yourself, like how you just let her escape.
Or to Mel. That's why Mel let Tiffany blow everybody up. That's why Mel sat there and let Tiffany blow everybody up during the season. I didn't know, child. You know why? Because everybody wants to sit here and let me and Martell argue and look a fool so y'all can stay quiet about y'all shit. Meanwhile, collecting a check. Fuck that. Spray them.
Or get off.
You know what I also hated? What I also hated was that Destiny allowed the men to run on about this last name conversation. You wasted 5 of my good minutes talking about this last name when you know damn well that's not the reason why y'all divorced. You allowed them to talk, sat there, and then said, but he didn't say that. That's because you didn't want anybody to get down to the questions to why y'all actually divorced. You rather just have people waste their time talking about some last name bullshit.
Yeah, she wants to deflect on what's really going on, but I think she's been doing that the past 2 seasons. That's why I don't see why she'll be back even next season. It's just weird that she just hasn't given anything. And even when they brought out Tiffany and Lewis, and you know, Tiffany, Lewis, Kimmy, and Marceau of it all, I feel like Tiffany and Lewis are just as fake as Destiny, because we still don't know much about what's currently going on with either with just Destiny or with Tiffany and Lewis. And I like, while Marceau is an asshole, I like what he said to Lewis. You can't advise me on my marriage because yours failed. You haven't had a successful one yet. Both of y'all marriages failed. So why would y'all try to advise me? And y'all are newlyweds. And it doesn't mean that y'all didn't learn something for y'all marriage with y'all shit, but you can't advise me on my shit when you haven't been successful yet. And I do agree, the first year of anything, a relationship or a marriage, usually is easy because it's like the honeymoon phase. You're happy, you're in love. And I do think 15 years of marriage, it takes a lot of bullshit, it's a lot of good and bad times. So I liked him, his point being, you can't talk to me as if you know me better than I know me, because you haven't known me that long. And I like Kimmy checking Lewis about, you said everything was cool, but in your little grass scene, it was but. And when she said, had you had a shot, the Scott DNA would have kicked in. I was like, she gonna fight Tiffany? I want to see it. I loved it. I felt like it, because my thing is, if you say, if I had drinks in, meaning some shit would have popped off, okay, cool. It's gonna pop off. Let's see what happens. So I felt like she matches energy. Tiffany even coasted, like, yeah, I'm glad you did. It's like, don't make it seem as after the fact that had you been drinking, you wouldn't have been calm and you would have maybe acted a fool. Because if you do, the Scottness within Marceau or Maurice could have kicked in, and we would have been some things would have got talked around and see what happens. You can't make it seem like you would have popped off. But you said that behind closed doors. But now I'm in your face. Oh no, it's okay. You know, ain't no more butts. You know, kids off limits. I don't like how Tiffany and Lewis move. They move
They're
like
full of shit.
Yes, and it makes me mad. But what do y'all
And
think?
he's just better at being full of shit than she is, which is why he often leads the conversation and she sits back. She fucks up by talking too much, and he knows how to clean stuff up. They often use words like challenge. We're challenging you. We don't want to be around friends who don't challenge us, but it only works one way, like this whole transparency thing. So that's why she allowed him to do a bunch of the talking this episode. As soon as they called him out on keep that same energy, he was like, we don't play about kids. That's it. Now you want to clean it up? Yeah, y'all full of it. And then Tiffany talking about she's surprised she didn't jump off a bridge. My thing is like, yes, I know social media trolls can be horrible, but my other thing is like, you came on TV spilling tea about a fucking kid. What did you expect? I don't feel bad for you. I drink Karen tears for breakfast. Okay, that's what she was trying to give.
My feelings were not at all towards Tiffany. Like, she was on bullshit as far as I was concerned. You're not transparent. You kept saying it. You're not. You were transparent about everybody else's business because you were trying to make a splash. But I'm sorry. I totally agree with the shit that Lewis was saying to Marceau. Marceau, you being in a
unhappy marriage for 14 years does not make you an expert on any fucking thing except being in a miserable marriage for 14 years. And somebody that was in a marriage for 5 years but was able to say enough is enough and step away from it may have learned a lesson that you seemingly cannot learn, which is that sometimes it's time to hang it up and not just sit here emotionally abusing your wife. But when he said that Marceau ignores shit that's right in front of his face, I'm sorry, but that was the absolute truth. Marceau absolutely ignores everything that Tisha says and does because he doesn't want to have to deal with it. He ignores it. So to me, Lewis was right when he was reading the shit out of Marceau. And the reason why Marceau doesn't like Lewis is not because he's full of shit. It's because he calls him to task for his bullshit. And Marceau likes when the rest of the men go along with the lies and keep the lie alive and all of that shit. So because Lewis doesn't go along with that shit, he doesn't like him. Now, when it came to that comment that he made about how if he would have had a shot, it wouldn't have went down like that. Niggas always posturing and acting like they big and bad when they with their wives and all of that. But what I really think he meant was, we really know that the reason why Maurice was acting like that with Tiffany and doing all of that extra shit, yeah, they said something about a kid. But the truth of the matter is a lot of your angst came from you trying to make sure that we weren't really delving into the fact that you didn't tell Kimmy that shit. Okay, so I think that's the mindset that Lewis had. Lewis is like, at the end of the day, dude, you was going in on my wife because you don't want nobody to pay attention to the fact that you don't talk to yours. Because if we really zeroed in on the fact that you don't communicate with your wife, we would wonder what else you wasn't communicating with her about. Because to me, all of this lines up when you think about how much Maurice lies to Kimmy or doesn't tell Kimmy shit. That is a pattern. And that is something that Lewis pointed out about both of the Scott brothers. Y'all like to lie. Y'all like to back each other's lies. And Lewis sees it. But Tiffany is definitely on bullshit. And Kimmy shouldn't have been that upset about that comment about the shot. Because at the end of the day, what you talking about? The Scott DNA... I'm sorry, you don't have Scott DNA. And if that nigga want to buck, let that nigga buck. I'm never going to sit here and be like, oh, I know they ain't talking about my man because my man would have done this, this, and that. No, I don't need to do all of that. When Lyric want to jump bad, Lyric can jump bad. But I don't need to suggest that he gonna jump bad because we don't need to do all of that. Like, I felt in that moment, I don't know what Kimmy was on, but it absolutely felt like, I don't know what this is about, but it seemed like it's about something other than what you saying it's about. But, you know, be with God.
What was I gonna say? I don't know. Tiffany Lewis. The main thing that I'm thinking about is Kimmy calling out Tiffany for being fired from the chamber, but you're saying that you're so transparent. But when she gave you the opportunity to talk about it, you didn't even talk about it. When they asked you if it happened, you're like, no. Okay, you're not gonna elaborate. And that's the only time I felt like Carlos wasn't on his job, because he didn't dive into that. It was like every little thing that happened, you know, like with the 3 weeks, oh, he divorced. Oh, let's talk about that. But when it got to Tiffany, why didn't we dive deeper to find out, well, what happened then? If that's not true, then tell us more. Lewis is not about that action. Kimmy's not about that action either.
Yeah, I didn't get all of that. It was
he skipped the conversation because when Kimmy brought it up, like, let's talk about it, he was like, well, I've already, you know, like the apology has been set, basically. He didn't want to talk about it no more. So Lewis really not about the action. He was just hyping, you know, in front of his good girl Tiffany. But I also feel at the same time, Kimmy, if you gonna book in the Scott DNA, I do think that it should start with your husband first, because at the end of the day, I know you sat on our interview with us and you said that, you know, it's just some things he just, you know, don't tell you, and you're okay with that. But I don't think that you should be content with that as a wife, that your husband does not share things with you. So if you bucked on anybody, I think you need to buck on your husband so that he can, you know, be more open about stuff. So, because nobody should come from outside your household and tell you about stuff going on inside of it.
The way she looked backstage.
So Kimmy didn't seem drunk to y'all. She didn't seem drunk to me.
Not to me.
No.
Nah, I wasn't. But I'm gonna notice when she was on that lunch break and she was sitting there stirring her little food, I was like, her mind is going down a rabbit hole.
I'm sure.
Think about all the times because he sat there and lied. He sat there and lied with a straight face, with conviction, quickly and without thoughts. So you got to think about. No.
And when the
Go ahead, somebody.
I just said, and I was just saying, and then Maurice turned around and said yes. So it's like, if Maurice said yes, then Marceau said yes, then Maurice is a lie. He lies. That's why I said quick.
Marceau is a better liar, though, and this is what I have noticed about Marceau. Marceau gives you a little bit of something. He was smart enough to give Tisha a little bit of that information ahead of time. He was smart enough to keep his ring on. He did a whole bunch of small little things during that process so that he would be able to say, hey, it wasn't me that was a part of it. I was just there and I told you about it. So their wives may not have known, but my wife knew. So he was able to separate himself from the snakeness of it all. Meanwhile, Maurice didn't say anything to Kimmy.
Because that was taken in 2015.
Yeah. 2018.
The picture was 2015. I thought
they wasn't married then.
They wasn't married.
They were together. They might have been dating. They weren't married.
They were probably together because Ariane said she ran upstairs to Martell and wanted to know what Kimmy looked like because he was fucking with some linebacker looking bitch. So it was obvious that Kimmy was the girlfriend at the time.
Right, but wasn't his wife.
But still, we all, come on. We know what it is.
It's still messed up. But my thing is like, I wish she would have, you're going to have to come a little bit harder than that. Come up, like if Ariana's going to speak on it, we know that they was for the streets. We know. Kimmy says multiple times that before they was married, what did she say? He was reaping or sowing something that she wanted to
sowing his royal oats.
Right, sowing oats. So he probably was doing that up until they was married.
I'm wondering. Now I'm just like, why come out, Miss A, and say you got all this info but not drop it? It's making me wonder, either one, you full of it, but some part of me feel like she do got details because she was actually there, or is it two, that the people that could have been involved are close friends of yours and you don't want to out them and get them involved in this because they don't want to be a part of that?
I think she gets information from Martell.
And if that's the case, then stop talking about it. Go ahead.
I think she gets info from Martell, and Martell tells her. I think when people piss Martell off, he vents to her. So she has information from him that's venting information, which means it's probably halfway true, halfway false. Meaning, I'm gonna tell you the worst shit that I think somebody doing, and so she had that information because it's like we know she knows some things, but I can't trust that she knows too much factual stuff because again, if one fall off in 2015, if that's all y'all have, that's nothing to me. And I still feel like her sharing DMs from random people. No, what do you know? You don't know much because you know who tells you.
She don't want to mess up her baby's bag. She don't want Martell to be iced out.
Exactly.
She already is.
I think she mentioned Alana. She mentioned that he was fucking with Alana and that they lied. She's always said that. Y'all know Alana is Martell's cousin. She is the hairstylist that was doing Tisha and Mel's hair. And she got on live with Marceau and Tisha and said that they weren't fucking. And I remember saying like that girl lying. I said she's lying for him. Something about the fact that you would even get on live to say that you weren't fucking this man to him and his wife, that screamed, I'm trying to prove this. I'm going the extra mile to prove a point. Whereas a woman who really wasn't fucking with you would not even give that any attention to that extent. Like you might have a conversation with his wife, but you're not going to get on no Instagram live so you can make sure everybody knows it wasn't you. Like that was to lull Tisha's worry, if you ask me.
Look at this comment for me from Saintly Iconic Song.
Did anyone else think the linebacker was Kiowa and Maurice was trying to fix things with her, which is something he also probably lied about? Meaning, why? But Kiowa was married.
With Maurice. Yeah,
wasn't Kiowa married?
I don't know when Kiowa got
been married. I think
because I thought she was married before him and
Kimmy got together. So yeah, I don't think it was Kiowa.
Even if it wasn't, I still believe he was there with some other woman. I think I'm gonna tell you what I think it is. I think Marceau has like women he specifically goes to. He might have 1, 2, or 3 that he fuck with in rotation, or he stopped fucking with him and start fucking with him again. But he can trust that they gonna handle his business with care, especially the main one. Now, Maurice, on the other hand, fucks with randoms. meaning it's girls that he can go in and, you know, they flush in and out, so they never get too comfortable. They never feel like they in a relationship, but you might have fucked some little random when you felt like it. So their cheating ways are different, if you ask me. And I also wonder if Maurice maybe stopped when him and Kimmy got married and was probably still fucking other people when they were together, but before they got married. So by the time they got married,
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's cleaned it up. Whereas Marceau probably has been still kind of keeping his situation. So he has to be sneakier and lie better.
It's all foolishness. But at the end of the day, we're at the end of our show. Y'all, we are happy y'all came to visit us today. Make sure to follow all of us on our social medias. You see it here. It's listed here. Okay. It's in the description box. It's the same thing this week that it was on Thursday. Okay. Now, do not forget. Okay. We'll be live again on Thursday on Jami ThatsMe channel. It'll be our last live of the year. We'll be back on January 6th, I believe, on Bondy's channel. We'll start a rotation over again. So again, this Thursday, 9:30, Jami ThatsMe channel. Then we're not back until January 6th at 9:30 on Bondy's channel. Okay. Other than that, y'all, we had a good time. Thank y'all for the call-ins, for all the love, all the likes, all the comments and stuff. We will see y'all Thursday. Okay? Bye, y'all.